Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Chismes And Menudo. We are here with our guests. These guys are from the Tift'S podcast. In case you didn't already know, I'm sure you did. You guys are coming from where? Fort Worth.
Fort Worth, yes.
I'm mad at you guys.
The Shire.
I'm mad at both
Why?
of you because
Why?
they didn't get to sit in traffic like we did.
Not at all.
No traffic?
No red
When
lights.
we went
It's
to
like
do
a
theirs.
smooth ride
Everything.
the whole way.
The whole way. We were even like, we got time for Starbucks. I was like, let's
for
go over there
real?
real quick. There was no lights, no
Stopped
nothing.
off, did some
Well,
shopping.
Did you know
Yeah,
that
I
when I
went to
did
the-
yours, I was starving?
Were you?
I was starving.
I appreciate
It's
you though
always
coming,
Yeah,
even though you were starving. How long was the drive? Like an hour and a half
my
for y'all?
God.
Yeah.
Dude.
What was the drive for y'all?
Like 45 minutes, maybe.
Man.
40
I hate
minutes.
you. That 15 minutes is it counts.
No, yeah. It was
Well,
like-
if it's stop and go and you're in traffic,
Yeah.
it changes. But yeah, it
Oh my
was.
God. That. Well, I'm
was
glad
good.
you guys had a great ride over.
smooth,
I'm not-
amazing.
Doesn't
Salty
sound
as
like
hell.
it doesn't sound like
It was
either
great.
one of you are.
Yeah,
happy.
it was amazing ride. I liked it.
No, you guys, thank you guys so much for coming on the pod.
No, thanks for inviting us.
How long has it been from the time that we went on y'all's?
Uh,
When was it that we went?
I think
on
May or
y'all's?
June.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
It was in
Yeah.
the summer.
Because it was right before we took our little July break. So it was like June or May. Probably May, I believe.
Yeah.
So it's been a few months. And then we were supposed to come on like 2 months after or whatever. But you
Yeah.
canceled on us, right?
No, I canceled on you to go
To
on
go on
yours.
y'all's.
Oh.
And then we
Yeah.
rescheduled.
We had to
Got
reschedule
you.
you.
Yeah.
Damn,
Okay.
okay. We're just going to
Dang.
fight today.
that what it
I guess
was?
is what
I
we're
don't
doing.
remember.
think
I was
we-
just like, let me throw it out there. I didn't
I remember
at all.
something happened, but I didn't.
Yeah, I don't. I
Yeah.
just remember I was like, we
I
were supposed to
couldn't. It
go
was
on and
a
something
parent
happened.
thing. And then you were like,
Yes, you're right.
And then
you're
you were
right,
like,
you're right,
oh,
you're right.
yeah, I get it. I totally get it. I'm a parent too. And then like you
I
shade
forget.
me
No,
at
it's
every
'cause
turn.
I forget. I completely forget every single thing. I have to have my wife tell me things over and over. Like she can tell me the day of, and I'll be like, when did we have that
I
plan?
hate that.
I'm
Yeah,
just
I
like
always
that.
forget everything too.
Everything. You even sent us. She sent us the address, but I was like, "What's the address?" And she's like, "I could have sworn I've sent it." And I was like, "You probably did. I just forgot it."
Just got to scroll
I was about
up.
to say, and all I have to do is scroll up,
Yeah.
and it's probably right
No,
there.
but honestly, I would be the bitch to not send the stupid address. So I'm glad you asked.
yeah, I'm pretty sure you did though.
Yeah. Okay. Tell us about your podcast.
Okay, so it's a lot of farts and butts. No, so I'm Jesus, and this is Daniel Lyrical. We go by we call him on TFTI and
Tift'S.
Tifty
That's such a cute name.
DFTI. Yeah, it was a little
that's what
play
we were
on
going
like
for.
whenever your friends don't. Yeah, the cuteness and whenever your friends don't. And when when your friends go out and you're
Yeah.
like, damn,
Damn.
you see them out and you're like, what?
Oh, I hate it when a
Hate
motherfucker texts
getting
me.
Yeah.
that text message.
Oh,
Thanks
hell
for
It's
the-
no.
so annoying.
That is so
Getting
annoying.
the thanks for the invite.
Hey,
Yeah,
thanks for the
getting,
invite.
Yeah.
getting the text is so annoying. It's just like
At both sides, getting the text and then
And then
being the one
being on the
sending.
other
Yeah,
side.
both
Yeah.
sides are annoying. 'cause
I've never sent that text message.
Me
you know what?
neither.
I have. I'm not gonna lie. I've definitely sent the damn.
You
thanks
look
for the
like you'd be
invite.
the
Oh,
type.
100%. There's no way.
I mean, we got a damn show named after
Yeah,
it.
of
so-
course. Like, there's no way I didn't like go through life. But I will say I put myself in those positions because I was always busy. Always, always, always. So it got to a point where I
We
didn't
have
get
kids,
invited.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then it became, well, thanks for inviting me. It's like, well, bitch, you haven't gone the last 100
That's-
times I invited you. That's
yeah,
why.
we say no to everything, but we still want to be invited.
Yeah, it still includes us.
It's like the thought that counts.
It is. It is. But
that.
that's not what our podcast is about. We you know.
Just like, oh, this is the time they didn't
Yeah,
invite
yeah.
me.
This,
But then I got them back right here.
exactly. Just the rants. But no, it's
These are all the Tift'S texts I've gotten in the
yeah,
last
yeah.
month.
We just go over everything that week that we went over.
That would be fun, actually.
That would be, but that wouldn't at the same time. Be a lot of gossiping and a lot of
That would be
Yeah,
fun.
shit talking,
Drama.
relationships
yeah,
ruined.
just a lot of
Oh, damn.
yeah. Oh man. But no, we you know I'm a filmmaker. Director. I have a movie on Prime, so shout out 6 VI. It's on Amazon Prime. So half of the podcast is like movie related. So about movies, my movie review stuff, the way I see stuff in the industry, and then Lyrical's opinion jumping on that. And then Lyrical Daniel is a music artist, and I'll let you take the role so I don't over talk so much.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we just talk about
yeah.
like movies, music, pop culture type shit, just random stuff.
Conspiracies.
Yeah, that's what I was like anything that's kind of going on to where it's like, that's kind of weird. Like,
Yeah.
then like we'll text each other about it, and then sometimes we'll bring it up on the show and get into it.
Well,
But,
how did y'all get together? Like, how do y'all know each other?
We met in like 2009, 10 maybe.
Ooh. Okay, wait. How old are you?
I'm 32.
Okay, so we're the same. How old are you?
38.
Yeah, he groomed me. Yeah, he was.
He
like,
groomed you.
Hey, you rap?
Come here,
I'm
my
like,
No,
young
when he
boy.
was like 16, so I had to
yeah, he was like, hey,
play the long game.
You got a producing studio in your house? No, yeah,
Call me in 2 years, you cute little boy.
no, we were.
love movies.
That's how he got me right there. He's like, I'm on
He
camera.
called some
we
like
can-
obscure French movie, and you were like, "Yo."
He's like, you'll like it. Don't worry. No, we met through music. We were both music artists at the time, and we had another friend, one of my friends and his friends. So we were all. He actually met
Yeah,
him,
we both had
and then I met with him.
duos that
Yeah.
we were a part of.
And so that way we were able to combine. We kind of combined together and started rapping together, like in 2010.
You're a rapper?
I'm not a rapper. I was like, I did used to do some raps for a few years for sure, but I haven't done that since 2011, 12 now.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, I jumped into the rap industry thinking, I can make a lot of money here to fund my movie career. And then like 2
okay.
years in, I'm like, this was a big waste
of time.
And not that I didn't enjoy it, because I did love the music and what I created. I had fun creating the art with everybody, but then I was just like, but this isn't me. Like, I want to make the videos to this. I want to make the
Yeah.
movies to this, And so
Have
we
you
met
made
that
any
way.
music videos?
Yeah, I've made a handful, maybe like 15 of them throughout my
Wow.
the last few years.
For people like in Dallas or
Fort Worth, Dallas.
Fort Worth?
Where's
We
another
don't
one
accept
from?
Dallas clients.
Yeah, we don't take Dallas. So never mind. Not Dallas.
alrighty
Irving. No, I'm just kidding.
Just right back. Gross.
I forgot another city, San Marcos or San Angelo, whatever.
Ah, okay.
Did
So
one for
they're
some
all
artists from over there.
Texans.
Yeah.
Texans.
So all from Texas. Yeah, I've done some videos for them, but my stuff is movies. So we kind of just stayed friends from there, and then we were like, hey, let's started a podcast, and then thanks for the invite. TFTI became
Was
what it is.
born.
Yeah.
How long have y'all been doing the podcast?
Oof. I think 3 years now, right?
Was when COVID started, right?
Yeah, 2020, like May or April 2020.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay. So just a
And-
little over like 3 years.
Yeah.
Because I started as a guest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't do nothing
The what?
for your anniversary?
We did something for our
I
100.
thought you were talking about for COVID.
Yeah, for COVID anniversary? No. I think,
It was fun, right?
it was sad enough already. I didn't think we wanted to bring that back up.
Yeah.
No, we did for 100. We had a little thing at the ranch. We had a little ranch that we went to, and it was a cool event. We had like games and stuff like that, and we did two episodes or 3 episodes there.
3 episodes there.
We did
Because
3
the
episodes.
first one, we were still pretty early on. The second one, we were like pretty fucking drunk.
We were drunk.
Nice.
And then the third one was like in the morning after that. But something happened, right? We didn't get the audio or something.
Oh damn.
Yeah, something messed up.
That was our 100th episode.
It formatted the 100th episode. I'm sorry, it didn't format. It fucking corrupted.
Ah.
So because of that, I couldn't actually get the file. And so we were like, well, it's done. So we had to re-record another episode. But yeah, we had a 100 episode.
Do y'all celebrate like the anniversary of it?
Of what?
Of
Like
like,
when
what
we
day
actually
you
started
started?
it?
No.
No?
And the reason why is because TFTI has come like a long way. It started with me, one of my other friends, Joey, my sister Fernanda, and Jesse were producers. And then Lyrical was just listening. So like episode like 2 or 3, he was sending us stuff. He was listening. He was sending our other friend like, hey, these are my thoughts on this. And then
So
like,
you were a fan.
yeah.
Okay.
And then like episode 8, I was like, episode 7, something, I was, let's bring Daniel in as a guest. And then he brought in we were talking about scary shit. We started talking about like
Oh, hell
paranormal.
Oh, yeah,
activity.
like paranormal
Yeah.
shit. That's what we
And he was like
started.
freaking us the fuck out. And we've been friends for the longest already, but like he was telling us stuff that he was opening up more. Cause like he would tell us like, yeah, all this freaky stuff, but like
You
never
do look
open
like
up.
a scary guy.
Oh, he's got some stories and he'll tell you.
Like
And
stories that you know of or like that have actually
Like,
happened?
give us more of like personal experiences,
Oh, shit.
like at the house that I grew up in.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and so from there we were like, yo, you should come on the podcast, actually be a part. And it's like the first like 5 episodes after that, he was kind of like, we were kind of like, oh, should he be a host or should he be in the back as a producer? And then like after that, we were like, you should just be a host with us. And then so it was us 5, but like now it's just me and Daniel. So my sister left because she she just was kind of over it. She didn't like how.
Just fucking ran them all on.
Yeah, she just was this very kind of like, it was too much for her. She was like, it was too much. We didn't have no filter. It was too much. So she's like, it's just too much. My brother too. My brother turned very Christian-y. He's a hardcore Christian now, and that's fine. I respect that. I love him.
We were just talking about that earlier.
But he was very like censoring on everything, like we couldn't cuss type of thing. And
We're
so
talking about his brother.
you were talking about my brother, mother.
Yeah, we were talking about
About
your
him being a
brother.
Christian?
About his.
Yeah.
How fucking Christian he is.
Yeah.
Christian he is. He gets
What is
annoyed-
that like
no.
the new way of like insulting Christians? Like how they say
Christian-y.
like they used to say tranny for trans people.
I
you
just
know?
said Christian-y
Oh,
as in,
yeah,
like
No,
just
you
put that
started something.
IE at the-
no. I meant it as in, like
Christian-y.
more.
Yeah.
He's a Christian.
More than Christian. But no, yeah, it's just me and Lyrical now. So we don't really have an anniversary. Cause like
Yeah, what would we celebrate?
I don't
The
know.
Day
The
that I
first
was the
episode you
first.
were on.
yeah, episode 8. I think.
Or
Yeah,
the,
we'll have to look that up.
the day that it was just the both of you on.
But they were like transitioned to just being both of you.
Yeah.
Oh, episode 100.
Damn.
Really? No.
20 something. We're on 156 right now.
Oh shit! So it's only been like the last 30 episodes that it's just been y'all two.
Since January, it's just been us two.
Oh okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since January, it's just been me and Daniel. And I think by next year, most of our episodes will be gone. Besides where me and Daniel started.
Oh,
Why?
so y'all are gonna scrub.
Just so, yeah, that way it doesn't kind of like, we kind of want to not necessarily push away, but like be like, look, this, because I don't want people to listen all the way to the beginning and be like, where's everybody at all of a sudden? You know, like where you watch a show and then
yeah.
you're like,
Nobody-
wait, who the
it's
fuck,
up
where's
you.
everybody is? You're like,
Yeah, because
why?
we do get questions.
Yeah,
Oh, dude.
so much.
Like,
so
why is Aunt Viv light skin again?
yeah, exactly. It's like, what? So that's why we're just like, let's just, once we get another 50, 60 episodes in, because we're almost at 200, you know?
Yeah.
So once we get
Yeah.
up there, we'll have enough to like scrub the rest away to be like, well, this is just what TFTI is now, you know?
Yeah.
So then maybe we'll start an anniversary.
We got to figure out what to do for 200.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
We should
What
do
episode
like
y'all
a
on?
stand-up.
A stand-up show? Oh.
Wait, what is stand-in?
No, like
Stand-up.
stand-up, like have
Oh.
like performers and
For our
stuff.
episode 200.
That'd be awesome.
We were actually, that'd be actually something dope to do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We'd all get drunk. We ran out a little.
Y'all should see that ranch. Like even if we did it like on the ranch,
Oh,
because
100%,
they
that'd
have
be
that
dope.
big ass like
Stage.
area. It's Juan from also
Yeah,
his
yeah.
family's ranch.
They had their 100th. We were gonna go. We ended up not going because I got too drunk.
You were over here drunk?
Yeah.
What'd y'all go do?
What did we do? We went to a
We-
comedy show.
Was it a show? Was it Anthony's show that night?
Yeah, I think
Right.
it was that night. And then
Yeah.
I did my 3-shot method.
What's that? What's your 3-shot method?
Oh no, what
Wasn't
3
it?
shots? I literally just take 3 shots back to
Oh
back.
my god.
But we talk about it on the podcast.
Oh
Like,
no, it was the podcast.
So maybe
fest.
like
Yeah,
stop
not the
doing
podcast.
that.
fest.
yeah. Have you tried?
Yeah,
You
maybe
tried not
don't
doing it, you know?
do
And then
No.
like, you know.
That's this whole
do
fucking
a
dumb
one-shot method.
yeah.
it's because I don't want to have to pay
night
for
ruiner
drinks the whole night. I didn't think I was gonna get that drunk.
Shit, I want to get fucked
So-
up or not. Actually, I already took 3 shots.
You do like 3 shots at a time, or 3
Yeah, back to
shots
back.
period, and you're
No, back to back, she said.
No, I get to the bar, then I order 3, take the 3, and then that way I don't have to like order more drinks or like I don't have to worry about people putting shit in my drink.
Oh, so you just get it done.
so
Yeah,
you
done and
just
over
get
with, and then I
blackout
can
drunk,
just-
so they don't have to waste their drugs.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
You do the work for
no,
them.
no.
See?
He's like, he can't
We
switch.
we talk
She's
about
been
this with almost
pre-roofied.
every guest.
Yeah.
Like almost and
She's
almost
roofied herself.
out of all the guests that we've had that we've talked about this, probably like 3 have agreed that that's a good idea.
The 3-shot method.
Yeah.
they all-
Yeah, I would say that's probably.
I don't think I don't know who would think that's a good idea. Like immediately, like, I'm just gonna make sure I'm blacked out drunk before anybody gets.
Well,
me
I
blacked
did
out
it that night, and that's why we didn't make it out.
Yeah, she got a little too drunk.
Yeah,
It was fun though. It was fun over there.
I know. I
Yeah,
saw the
that's not-
pictures. I was like,
Yeah.
I still could have kept going.
After you saw the pictures is when you were like, you know what? I could have pulled.
I
through.
could have
Yeah.
done. I could have.
This could have gone through, and you did it.
And I regret it.
I mean,
Well,
it
she
was.
was falling asleep on the ride home, so
Just let me take a nap. Like it's an hour away. It's in Fort
honestly,
Worth.
yeah, that probably
yeah.
would have sobered you
That
up.
probably
Yeah.
would have worked.
You
We got like close to here because we were in Deep Ellum and we drove past here, and I was just like she was passed out
You're like, no.
or
can't do
passing
it.
out. She was like, man,
I could have.
You missed out.
Thanks.
It wasn't like the best, but it was fun enough to say
Oh,
you
it
missed
wasn't
out.
the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah,
Heard it
people-
here first, folks.
Because I will say also it was huge.
Exclusive.
Like it was the best as far as like
How were the tacos?
decorations.
Because I was waiting for those tacos the whole night.
No, the lady pissed me off at the taco place because like we got there, right, me and my wife, and we were like, let's get tacos, and we were like, well, let's wait to eat. So no, I want to get tacos. It was a long line, right? So I was like, okay, we'll wait. So then we waited for the line to die down, and then I waited a few minutes. And then I was like, okay, there's no line. Like it's dead. So let's go up there. So I went up to the lady and I was like, hey, I wanted to put an order. She goes, oh, I'm like fully busy right now. Come back in like 30 minutes. And I was just like, I said, you know what? That's fine. Fuck it. I'm going to be here for a little bit. But at the same time, I was kind of like, you could just take my order and fucking add it to the rest of it, right?
Yeah.
Like, just put it to the back.
So, because you're going to have to wait 30 minutes to place the order and then
Yes.
another however long for them to make it.
Exactly. But I was like, well, I'm going to be here at the party anyways. And maybe it's not 30 minutes. Maybe she just got so back there. Because there was like 2 people working there. But then like 5 minutes in, I see her taking a lot of more people orders. I was like, what the fuck? So
What
I told
were
my
you
wife,
trying to order? Were
some
you
tacos.
ordering a bunch?
No, I didn't even get to order. I didn't even get to say what I wanted.
Oh,
I just said I wanted to
damn.
place an order, and she was just like, "I'm like really backed up. Like, can you come back?" And like,
I
she
would
said
have
20 or
asked
30
to
minutes.
spoken to her manager.
She was.
She is the manager.
Oh,
It was a taco truck.
That was her place.
Oh,
Ma'am.
was it a like actual?
Yeah.
Oh,
the
okay.
truck.
I didn't go either.
You didn't go either?
So, no.
No, it was an actual place inside. It was an actual little truck that came in the back of the.
Man, I was,
Of the
and
place.
I was, and I hadn't eaten. I'm surprised I didn't throw up the night. Because I hadn't eaten because I was waiting for the food.
Yeah.
Which is also probably why I got drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told
He
you.
goes, yeah,
when you were about
that's
to take the shots,
definitely
I told
why.
you eat some food, and you were like, "No, I want to wait for the tacos that are 3 hours away."
And then this what happened.
And
That's
then
why I
I
ate a
didn't
burger.
even.
You got wasted as well.
Yeah. And then I didn't even eat.
Yeah.
Damn.
And you just went home.
Crazy.
Sounded like a fun
So
night
it's
for
there. So
fun.
like, so what would y'all do there at that ranch then?
Uh,
What were you saying that you were wanting to do?
you. Oh, like for future?
oh, for future.
For the 200th,
200.
you said you would do something
Oh,
there.
man, probably we would probably like to do like a stand up thing. Have a little bigger, not the big event, but like a little bit bigger
Musicians
event.
Yeah.
performing, like
Something like
that'd be kind of cool.
That would
Yeah,
be
yeah.
really awesome.
Yeah.
because we know a good amount of people now, and a lot, like we
Yeah.
can get everybody to collab as one at the ranch and be like, well, this is your spot too, whatever. And
Yeah. Do you know a lot of comedians out in Fort Worth?
Once we found out you weren't in Fort Worth.
yeah, I was like,
Now we, now
what?
we know none.
Now we know none. No, you and
Maybe we can get Freddie to come out.
Freddie. Oh yeah, I know Fred. I mean, we know comedians in the area. No, well, we could definitely get Freddie to come out.
In DFW?
In DFW, we have I know.
Well, he's from Vegas.
CJ is a comedian named CJ. CJ. I forgot his last name. It's
CJ Smalls.
He's kind of big, dude.
Yeah.
I don't think I know CJ.
I think was he
CJ Smalls,
was he
he's
at the
pretty big.
PBR thing? There
No,
was
he's
one.
he's pretty. He's not big, but he's actually pretty. He opens up for Eric Griffin every time Eric Griffin
Oh
comes to town.
shit!
That's how I met him. I went to see Eric
that
Griffin.
good.
I actually messaged Eric Griffin and was like, "Hey, I want to do video for you," and he was like, "Dope." And so then I got to meet CJ that way to connect in the Dallas, but we didn't do too much anyways. But I know CJ. I met Eric that way, and then we know Freddie. He's in Las Vegas and he's a comedian over there. But
He knows a lot of people.
yeah, he
too.
knows a shitload of comedians. So
Yeah.
you never know. But
That'd
as
be
far as like that, I don't
cool.
really
He's
know.
actually coming on tomorrow. Well,
Yeah,
not
he's on our
coming
podcast
but
tomorrow.
Oh,
we're-
he's in town.
Yeah, no,
No,
he's
we're
doing
doing
video.
the video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we do a video, and we're hoping the next show we can actually go over there to Vegas to go do like a
That'd be
actual
fun.
podcast live. Yeah, because
Yeah.
we haven't met him yet. We just
Oh,
met
you
him.
would do live?
Yeah, we've only met him through the video.
But he's been on the podcast before.
Yeah.
Ah,
He's
okay.
on the
Well, not like live, like I don't.
Like
Just
live.
over Zoom.
Yeah, but
Not in
like
person.
in person.
I don't know what you're talking
What
about.
are you talking about?
Because you said we'd like to
I
do it
thought
live
like on
in
the
Vegas.
live.
Oh, in Vegas. Yeah, we've done all of our shows are live, right? We're there at that, right? All of our shows are live, like they're recorded live, right?
No.
No.
What
No,
the
no, no.
fuck are
So,
you
like-
talking about?
So what's live?
Like on Instagram.
Live is like if
Oh,
you're streaming
that's what you're
live
saying.
and you can't.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, so we've never done that live.
I think I would be too worried about like what I'm saying.
Yeah, same. Is that what you're
That's what
saying?
I thought y'all were
Oh,
gonna
no.
go
No.
do a live
I
in
meant-
Vegas. I'm like, cool.
No, I meant live, like
In person.
In
Like-
person.
Oh.
In
In
person.
person.
Maybe just say in person.
I should say maybe
Yeah.
just say in
Yeah.
person
That
would be
next time.
nice.
Probably. I confused
mean, I
Could have
everybody.
avoided
I
all of this.
apologize. Yeah.
I mean, I understood what you were saying.
Yeah, I see. We
Yeah.
all did, but like, there's that one
Yeah.
person that
Must be 3
doesn't.
shots deep already.
I will make sure.
We should have added up another mic to him because he's just saying all these like things under his breath that
What
are
do you
so
mean
funny.
another mic?
He has the mic right there.
No, like another smaller
Oh,
one.
like a
It's
smaller-
just
yeah,
his.
lyricals are very witty.
No, we're picking it up. It's all
Witty.
yours.
No,
he's like, he's got
It's
it.
all
right
on the
there.
record.
that thing's on.
Don't worry.
Have,
all the racial
have,
slurs
Carlos
Yeah, all the
increase his-
N-words.
Yeah.
So when y'all record, because y'all record on your phone,
Yeah.
video. So how do you get the video out? Like,
You
what do
love
you?
when people point that out.
Sorry. Well, I'm interested because I'll have a second camera that I wanted to put on the phone, but we were trying to figure out how the fuck to put it on the computer because it took so much time, and then by the time we were almost exporting it, it like fucking restarted, and we were like, bro, like how?
I have a Dropbox on my phone, the app, and I just add it on there, and then
You just let it. Because we try to put it on my Google Drive too, but like my phone has to be open, and then
What
sometimes
kind of
it'll
phone do you have?
restart. It's iPhone.
iPhone?
Yeah.
the app has to be
iPhone
open.
4, but
Yeah.
Yeah. The app has to be open.
So how long does
like-
it take for you to upload it? Like an hour?
No, like 10 minutes.
Nah, it depends on the video.
Yeah, like because we usually have 2 hours.
Oh,
it's
okay.
like trying
It's
to
like
sell
10
it.
minutes.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. Okay, I have to try.
But you do
Dropbox
have
then.
to sit there and like, because I used to upload. I think.
Keep
we
Yeah,
it
you
open.
can't
Keep it
use your phone
Yeah,
for
yeah,
anything
yeah.
else. It has to be open, or else it'll
Yeah,
stay,
restart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that
Is that
your
what you were
personal?
doing?
Yeah,
then?
that's what
Oh my
happened.
god,
It
it could have
kept
been up for forever.
Well, it's
it
like,
gives you a message.
After like 25 minutes, like I almost forget to do the tapping, and then I look back, I'm like, fuck, and I'm like, I'm not.
oh,
gonna
you
do
had to
this.
tap it. No,
Well,
it
when
just
it's,
stays
yeah, because
open.
like sometimes like
Well, no. Whenever if it locks, then it just it doesn't pause. It just goes even slower. than
for
what
me it
already
stops,
is.
but I have Google Drive.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
what that
Yeah,
means.
so that I have
It's
a different.
It's a
drive.
different. It's like
Instead of
Dropbox, but
Dropbox.
different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
it's
get
cool.
Dropbox.
When we do it with Dropbox, we
know
like
what that
I've noticed that
means.
whenever I have to upload a file, like if I lock it or if it locks when I'm doing something, then it'll just go slower, but it never restarts.
Oh,
I've
see,
never
I
Yeah.
wish mine
restarts.
did that. Mine doesn't do anything. It just
Or,
fucking
like-
starts over.
You know the thing where your iPhone locks on its own? Turn that off. So it doesn't lock at all and it stays
yeah.
open.
Yeah, that's true. But
That's
sometimes you
probably
get
why it's
lazy
like
to do
10
it.
minutes.
You're like, eh.
Probably, yeah, honestly.
Because I don't ever lock my phone. Like it doesn't ever lock by itself.
Oh, see, mine does.
I
So it
have
just
that off.
stays-
Yeah, if I don't lock it, it stays open.
Let me guess, it dies really fast too.
Oh yes, it does. That's
She's like, yeah, I'm trying to figure out why.
I don't know
why
why
they
the
have all
battery
the
just
fucking issues.
drains.
yeah, trying to figure out why it's all dying so quick.
okay.
I like your
that.
shirt. I really, really like the
Okay.
shirt, to be honest.
So I gave it to. I'm so glad you brought this up right now because it just gives me a chance to like shit on this guy right now. But I brought it to him because this was his favorite show as a kid,
Edit and edit.
and so I bought it for him.
I didn't,
I didn't know you
what it
bought it
was.
for me.
Think
You're old, man.
I left it here.
Huh?
I left it here.
You leave everything here. You've left that.
I like.
fucking,
Okay.
You
so
won't
You got-
leave here.
There's a fucking maleta over there. You've left here for like 6 months.
He said, that's not mine.
Okay.
I brought that for you.
I placed it on the table when you walked in. I was like, look. And
like-
then he was like, honestly, don't get me with anything sentimental because it doesn't work on me.
I didn't say sentimental. I said nostalgic. There's a difference.
Nostalgic. I was like,
It's a
Okay.
little less harsh now that it's nostalgic, but at first I was like, damn.
okay, but it's
It's still- it's
a
still harsh.
word.
It's still
Sentimental's
harsh.
I
between
was
you and
like, I
me.
got you
Yeah.
a gift, and like you shitted on it.
I didn't shit on it.
Why
I
didn't
didn't
you like
know
it?
it was a gift.
Yeah, why
let's
didn't
get
you
to this.
like
Why didn't
it?
you like
Because
it?
I wouldn't wear it.
Really?
Yeah. You look ridiculous.
It's fucking ugly. Look at it.
He's like,
No, I just wouldn't
Why?
wear it.
I stand by my
He doesn't
words.
like graphic tees, apparently.
I don't like graphic t-shirts.
I think it's cute.
Unless it's like that Outcast shirt, love it. That's dope.
Oh, appreciate it. I
The-
found this today in my room, and it still had tags on it.
Hey,
Oh, shit, nice.
That's a
Yeah.
dope shirt. I didn't really
It is.
notice either.
Yeah.
It is a dope ass shirt.
The other Outcast shirt that you gave me, I like. It's just a little
I didn't
too-
give you that. That's mine.
Well, what the fuck? You left it here. See? You just proved my point.
Yeah, that's very confusing.
Okay,
And
but you
also-
know I don't like Edit and Eddie, so what? So what? Like,
It's
why
funny
would
that,
I
like,
buy it and bring it?
He's like, I don't want it. And you're like, fuck, I guess I'll wear it. Shit.
I didn't have anything else to wear today.
No, it's a nice shirt. I do like the shirt. That was the
Thank
first that
you.
popped up. I was like, she wearing an Ed and Eddie shirt? I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, I watched it begrudgingly because he always wanted to have it on. But it was a good show. The Jawbreaker thing.
Yeah.
Loved it.
It's funny
Ed
that
and
you do
Eddie's
that because my sister will give me random shirts too, like Mortal Kombat.
Did you appreciate
Crash
them?
Bandicoot. Yeah, I'm still very a kid with her still. So like, I do.
I
still wear
tried to
graphic
be that
tees.
way
Yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
him, and that's just
I just don't
how
like graphic t-shirts.
he receives
I'm
my
damn near
love.
30.
He's like, I like everything but graphic tees. Can y'all get that? Just graphic tees, I don't.
Don't buy me anything. I'm picky. And then we have to have this awkward conversation with our lovely guests.
No, we're getting somewhere, okay, guys?
You make me yell at you.
We're getting there. Come on, guys.
We've gone through a real breakthrough, guys.
Do you guys fight at all?
No.
At all? You've never had a fight?
Through text messages.
We've had like little disagreements here and there, but nothing to where we're like going off on each other or anything.
No.
I think both of us are kind of the same to where we both know, like, okay, I know I'm frustrated, so I know I need to give this a minute.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about it. So we kind of look at it the same way. So, yeah, I think we're just kind of like we think about it before we just start.
Yeah, because I know when I get frustrated, I'll I get very, very frustrated. Like there's only been one time where
I was about to ask you, what was that time?
we almost got into it, and I said something to him in the text message that I was angry, and then he responded even more angry. But like I knew, like we were opening a door where I was like, oh, he's about to not hold back, and I'm not either. And I was just like, this is stupid. So I just didn't respond.
So you
And
said
then-
sorry. Who said sorry?
Nobody.
First?
I just didn't respond, and then we just talked the next day. Like we just like nothing. Like
Yeah,
I
we're
was
like, I'm like
I'm
over
like,
it,
yeah.
but it's just like, like, I don't know, because there's times at work that I'm pissed off at something else or in the middle of something, and then something will come up, and then it's like, okay, I don't need to respond because this isn't his fault that I'm already feeling like this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I
I'll
try
get
to
like
think
that at work,
about it.
too. But she's annoying because like she'll text me something about the podcast.
But fuck her.
Yeah. No, it's a very small thing, but like I'll get annoyed at work or I'll get like overwhelmed because we're like super busy. And then she'll text me like, hey, do you have the files or something like innocuous that I can answer like on my lunch break? 2 seconds later, she'll be like, hello.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
if I
yeah,
don't
that would get
respond,
me.
And
That
I'm just like,
No, and then
fucking
he'll just
choke
go
her out.
off.
even if I
on me.
wasn't mad, I think that would
Yeah,
that would
same.
piss me
I'll
off.
go off on some shit that happened in like 1998.
oh, here's the moment I'm gonna release. You turned off
Ed, Ed,
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you in that stupid yellow shirt.
I'm gonna bring it up.
I did try it on though.
What?
No, I'm just saying. Like,
Oh,
I did try the shirt on though.
did you like
It
it?
was too big.
he said I hated it even more the moment I put it on. I said I really
Yeah.
regret this shit.
It was like,
We can't do that. I can't do what they do, where they're just like
let it go.
let it go. I'm like, you better fucking apologize to me.
Well, I'm not saying I let things go. Like
So they're festering.
no. Like me and Lyrical, it's very easy to let things go because I know the way we are.
Yeah.
But like with other people, obviously, like there's certain things that I just don't let go or whatever. So I'm with you on that. But like,
Yeah, nobody, like, not everybody gets that privilege. Like, I think that's something to where, because anybody else, like, if they were to come at me a certain way, they're just going to get whatever they're asking for. But, yeah, like, I think just the level that we're at is just like, okay, well, I'm not going to treat him like I would treat somebody else.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
there's
not
mutual
everybody gets
respect.
that.
Yeah.
Not everybody gets that treatment.
Yeah, we have mutual respect.
Because y'all
for
know
each
each other long enough to be able to get into like fights. Because some people know each other so well that they don't care.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so.
No, I mean, and that's happened. We've had fights. I've had fights with other friends before too, where we've had like, he's been there where we've been arguing and yelling at each other. Where he's like, yo, like, even he's like, I don't know what the fuck to do now. Like it has been like that, but like I've known to be like, it just doesn't matter. Like I don't. There's no reason to get that angry and that mad, and it just there's no point for it. So
Yeah.
I just kind of leave it alone. Try
I
not
get
to
that.
let things get to me.
So y'all argue pretty often.
Every day. Every time we see each other. But it's just because we're brother and sister.
Yeah.
Just a
honestly.
normal thing, right?
See,
Yeah.
that's normal.
Yeah.
But
Well, and unfortunately, my mom already said we can't like not be friends. So
We have a whole
That's
podcast
why.
together.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
just-
burn this shit to the ground all fucking day. I don't give a damn.
Whose idea was it for the podcast?
Hers.
It
Of
was-
course, that was I 100% knew it wasn't yours. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will burn this shit down right now. I'll
I
turn
just-
this into my dog's room. I don't give a fuck.
If you were to go back into like, and please don't, but like if you were to go back and listen to like our old stuff, like we're pretty funny when it's just like us. Well, at least
just
I
not
think
anymore.
so.
Or
yeah,
what?
just anymore. Shit, the talents rubbed
Now
off.
we gotta focus
Trust
on the
me,
guests.
we were good back then.
Yeah.
But now that you guys are here, don't judge us on this episode, please, guys.
I thought you were saying like we were pretty funny, but that's why we had to get guests on. We had to calm down a little bit.
Tone it down.
Too much talent out
Yeah,
there.
we were
It's not
too
good.
good.
It's
Too
not
We're
good.
burning out a little too
Yeah.
fast.
Hey, I'm gonna toot my own horn when I can. Anyways,
fart?
Please don't.
no, and I was like, let's just do it. And then the pandemic happened, and then like You remember when they were saying like you have to stay within your bubble, like within
Yeah.
your friend group, and
We
like
ignored
no
that
one
shit.
else.
Yeah,
Why
which
do
was
you-
dumb.
Yeah, but like because we were to a point trying to like do that,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we got very close during the pandemic. So
He's like, no.
Ricky,
We partied so much.
He's like, physically, yeah, she was right on the couch the whole fucking time.
You think it's gonna be like the Nuremberg trials, like for fucking the Holocaust and shit?
oh my god,
Like you partied every weekend in 2020 with different people. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Hang me for it, bitch.
I don't regret it. Honestly, I didn't get. It wasn't until this year that I got COVID.
Really?
Yeah.
It didn't even hit hard, did it? Or did
No,
it?
not at all.
Just like a
I
cold?
got the vaccine though. Did you get the vaccine?
Before you got COVID, you got the vaccine?
Yeah.
Oh, so you probably got like a died down version of
Probably.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the vaccine too, like an idiot. I regret it.
We
I
got
don't
it.
regret
When
it.
did we all catch it?
Oof,
We did it like as
Y'all
a team.
got it before or after?
As a podcast.
Yeah, we
that
got it
was like
as a
one of our
team.
like little
It's funny.
It was like
Yeah.
it was like January 2021.
the gang gets
Oh,
COVID.
was your wife? Were
Because-
your wives mad?
No, because everybody got COVID. Everybody in the house.
Everybody
It
was
was
doing it. Come on.
Yeah.
We didn't
but-
really get COVID. No, our
I got it.
family didn't. Did they?
What are you talking about?
Mom didn't
Your
get
husband
COVID?
almost died.
Oh my
are
God,
you an
you're
idiot?
so right. Oh my god.
Remember? She goes, COVID wasn't even that bad with us at all.
Your
Boy, he didn't
husband,
almost
God rest his
die.
soul.
What happened?
No, he got COVID.
And it hit him hard?
Hard.
Yeah,
he got
hard,
that
dude.
gastrointestinal one that was going around. So he was like, he didn't eat for fucking
Yeah, he
like almost
didn't
2
eat.
weeks.
So we
Damn.
all got tested. Thank you for reminding me. My husband, he got COVID. Our son got COVID. Our
Jackson.
third one, yeah. And we had to isolate them in the room, but my husband was bad. So
Yeah.
my son was in the room with his dad,
Yeah.
like when he was like dying,
Yeah.
and he was just chilling, like watching his game.
Because he
Boy
wasn't
and shit.
bad. And
No,
he was
he
like,
wasn't
what,
bad.
5 at the time?
Yeah,
Yeah, so, and he wasn't bad. He was asymptomatic. They just tested everybody just to make sure because he
Yeah.
had it so
Yeah.
bad. And then they were like, yeah, the little ones got it.
But they were
And-
good.
Yeah.
yeah. But it
But it
sucked
was
because
bad,
they
dude.
were in
Like,
a
he-
room together.
Yeah.
And
Ooh.
It's
And
not like
he
you could
lost
pull
a
him
lot
out.
of weight. He
Yeah.
lost like 15, 20 pounds in like
shit.
2 weeks.
Damn.
Just because he wasn't eating. He looked
That was bad.
fantastic.
That's scary though. He looked fantastic. He's like fantastic diet routine. He get sick once
Yeah.
a year.
I got it before I went to Colorado in 2021, like a week before, and I was just chilling, just like out of nowhere, it fucking hit me. It was like right before the big freeze too of that year.
Oh, do you remember that?
Yeah.
Oh my
That
god,
was
that
when
was
we-
bad.
We got it New Year's.
Yeah, it was New Year.
2021.
Because we were like, oh, we're about to hit. We ended the episode with like, next year's gonna be the best year.
Yeah, and it was
first
just
episode
horrible. The
was-
rest were all fucking
Yeah.
Zoom.
Zoom calls for like 3 episodes after that.
Yeah.
We were all
We got to figure out how to do that.
Yeah, I don't want to.
coughing.
How is
I
that
didn't
Zoom
like it. I don't
thing?
like
You
it.
like it?
Yeah,
It
because
sucks.
whenever
No, I
you're
wouldn't
trying to
wanna.
talk, like
There's
you
a
have to like
delay.
wait for someone. Like, oh, did you say something?
Yeah.
And then I don't like it.
Yeah, we've done a handful of. We did it as a team, like 4 episodes during the whole COVID thing, and then besides that, we did it like maybe with like 4 or 5 other guests, maybe.
The one that I want to
See,
do
y'all did a
again is
lot.
Coast.
But with Coast because he was in Houston, Freddie, and then we had one from Sean. Sean, the comedian from LA. He's from Dallas, but he's in LA now. Sean.
Well,
Flatt.
the one that we did with Freddie, wasn't that was something different?
that was Riverside
Phoenix?
Live or something like that. No,
yeah, that was cool.
River,
Like
that
that
one was
one
good.
right there, like you can hear everything.
yeah,
So it wasn't like you had to stop talking or like you
Yeah.
couldn't hear somebody. You
Wait,
could hear
what is
everything.
that? What is that?
it's another website like Zoom, but it's called Riverside something FM or River FM something like that. We used that with Freddie, and that one was good.
Yeah.
That one was way better than the Zoom.
There wasn't as big a delay like with Zoom.
No.
I think Zoom was just the one that took over.
Yeah,
like,
Yeah.
it
during
was there. It
COVID.
was the
Got
one that everybody
popular.
knew.
Yeah.
There was another one too, but it was Zoom and something else. I forgot that started coming out.
Teams? No, it's not Teams.
I don't remember.
OnlyFans?
No.
That one blew up in 2020.
OnlyFans blew up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
OnlyFans blew the fuck up.
Yeah.
2020 to 2020.
Well, we
these
had all this
sluts.
free money.
Sluts. That just
Getting
proves
those
how
checks.
easy it is, like how unfair it is in the world for men and women because like y'all just have to show one thing on there and be like,
Yeah.
come subscribe and like money is just flowing in.
Yeah.
But a guy, nah. I mean, you'll get a lot of dudes subscribing to you for sure.
Okay, you get
Girls, you're-
subscriptions.
Yeah, you'll
Why
get
you mad
paid
for
still,
no?
but the percentage of it is like very low.
Yeah, we
compared
just have
the
to like
female.
like fuck our dignity and No.
Yeah, it's not that hard. Also, you don't have to show face.
Yeah,
Yeah,
have to
you
show
do.
face.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't.
Why?
But like, what? You're not just skin on there. You have to like, in order to get money, you have to like talk to your fans.
No, you don't.
Like, there are
you
girls.
can message them.
There
I
are
guess-
girls that hire people for like really good money to just be in their DMs messaging guys back.
Well, I guess after
As
a
if
while,
they were her.
After a while, you'd want to see the face. Like you'd want to see
Yeah.
them talking with
You
you. Like,
wanna
I'm gonna
see-
spend money
Yeah.
to this random ass person that could be ugly. You know?
I will say though, every hood rat like just went on there and made like $1,000 and then never made anything again.
Yeah, it was like an immediate, like here,
Yeah.
quick, and then it was like that's it, no more.
She
Yeah.
probably was just a little bit behind on her rent and just didn't need anymore.
Is the hood rat in the room with us?
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Trust me, baby,
Sounded like
nobody
a
would have
shot.
looked at
Yeah,
this.
it sounded like somebody was offended.
I would do feet.
Those
would
would make
do-
money so fast. Like that's the
Yeah.
craziest thing.
There was that chick that was selling her farts. You remember
In a
that?
jar?
Yeah, oh my
Yeah.
god, that was crazy.
That was wild.
Which is wild. Like you're gonna fucking spend $300 and then open the jar and there goes
no, you
$300.
don't open it. It's the allure of having it and knowing that. Like,
I saw this thing. It was a long time. I think it was like one of those like HBO shows, that Real Sex or something.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, this was like years ago, and this lady used to like sell what used panties,
yeah.
but like they showed her
I would
making
do that
it,
too.
and like
Making what?
yeah, like she would,
she would
be
just walk
in-
around
yeah,
with the
no,
panties.
well, she opened up a can of tuna.
What?
And like squeeze the juice out, and then like she'd like kind of like dab it, and then like add something else to it, and that's what she was selling people.
Oh.
So it wasn't even
To
like
expose
real,
herself.
and it's
Yeah.
like, well, like why the fuck would you show people that?
Why would you want to smell like tuna?
Well, it's just giving them like here's a
Well,
sweaty.
the type of people that are buying that aren't going to have a reference to
They're not
know
like-
that that's not what it's supposed
Yeah.
to smell.
Actually, yeah,
That's
you're
That's
right.
true.
so
That's
true.
very true. They're like this
Poor
is what
guy.
vagina smells like.
You see how hard it is
Bitch,
to
how
be
the
a
hell
man?
you go put us out here smelling like
Fuck,
fish?
like y'all don't know what we go through.
Yeah.
And then he's,
Always
and then he's gonna
bashing
have that guy's gonna have sex with a real woman and then be like, "Why doesn't this smell exactly like tuna?"
Yeah, this is stuff. This is
Doesn't
not
smell disgusting
This
at all.
is fake.
There is something wrong with you, man.
Oh my gosh.
Go to your doctor.
But why would she put us out here like that? Like, why would she make
Well,
people
real sex-
think that we smell like tuna?
Well, Real Sex came out like in the early 2000s.
Yeah,
so-
this was like a long time
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
And again, you're like you said, you're giving it to people who don't really have a reference. So
Yeah.
and when I was in middle school, all I heard was like, "Oh, girls' stuff smell like fish."
Yeah.
That's the truth. So
There's
What's
even
the
jokes
truth?
about it.
if what the truth is, like that's the that's what you put in your mind. So if, in my mind, if I go in middle school telling me, "Oh, girls' vagina smells like fish," and I've never had sex with the girl, and I'm ordering panties online, I'm gonna expect it to smell like fish.
Yeah.
So her tuna smelling dabs right there.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. She's
Tuna
fulfilling
dabs.
a middle
Tuna
schooler's
dabs,
dream of what a
Ew.
vagina smells like.
Oh my god! See, I would jump into that business, but I heard that that's not a thing anymore.
Nah,
Well,
Selling
probably
underwear.
not. There's
Oh,
too
sorry.
many options now.
Yeah.
Like that was something that could have been like Girls Gone Wild. Like look at how much
Yeah.
money that guy. But nobody gives a fuck about that anymore.
Everybody
true.
sees titties these days.
It's easy. Yeah. You can. I remember how,
you can see titties on the street accidentally.
bro, everywhere. I mean, think about how like when I was in high school, if a girl's like bikini photo got leaked, she was like ruined. Like for her, she was like, "That's it. My life is over."
I'm
Like
gonna
bro,
die.
if like somebody was like, "Oh, I have a bikini picture of so and so," you're all like, "What?" Or like, I have a picture of her in a bra, or like just showing cleavage. Like
Yeah.
it was over if it got leaked, but like
Yeah.
now it's like, which bikini photo should I post for Tuesday? Like that's
Oh,
what it
yeah,
is.
dude.
Which lingerie photo
So
should I post
true.
for Monday?
Well, that didn't even exist whenever I was in high school. Nobody had
Oh, yeah.
cell phones.
Well, no, it wasn't cell phones. It was like photos, like them. I'm saying,
Yeah.
Oh, like Polaroids?
like actual.
I
Yeah.
had some that I would have been devastated had gone
If they
out.
leaked,
Oh my god!
I think
She's-
everybody.
Well, they
Like-
couldn't leak unless they just like,
Yeah,
handed
they were
us.
being
Yeah,
handed
yeah.
out.
Hey,
Oh,
pass this around.
God.
Yeah, they faxed
That's
it
the
to each other
original
or
leak.
something, Yeah.
There was a girl in my high school. Her nudes got leaked, but like in an old fashioned way. Like she sends it to a guy, and then I
Threw a
think
pigeon, a letter, and shit.
yeah, she
Somebody
texted it
shot the
to a
bird.
guy, and then he printed out copies of it, and like
See, oh my.
yeah,
God.
it was crazy. It
did
was
he
like,
get in
ooh,
trouble?
I have no idea.
That happened to I know somebody whose daughter went through that, and this
Really?
guy was like sharing the picture.
Yeah.
And the cops got involved.
Oh, yeah.
And
It's a
they
felony
gave
now.
him they gave him an option. Like, look, you want to press charges or not? Because if you do, this guy's a sex offender for life.
Absolutely fucking
For
press charges.
Yes, do it
distributing
right here, right now.
child
100%.
pornography.
Yeah.
How old was
100%
the guy?
press
He was,
fucking
he was still the same
in high
age?
school, I assume.
No, well, yeah, they were in high school,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah,
But still, though,
he
like-
still was like, no. He goes, I can't, do that to him because that's for life. Like
Fuck
there's no.
you. And
I don't know
the
that I
fucking
would have
coochie
made
you
that
came
choice,
from.
but I mean, still, I get why he
Okay.
decided not to.
It's either you're a sex offender or I get to beat the shit out of you and you can't do anything.
Yeah, I
pick
think that'd be a good option. I think
Yeah.
that would be.
Well,
the
he
best
did
option.
like tell him like, can we like meet with him? Like, I want to talk to him or whatever. And like, yeah, it was that kid and his mom and shit.
Mhm.
And the mom was like, he only did it for the mom because the mom was a single mother,
Oh,
didn't have a
okay.
lot of money,
Yeah.
and she was like all crying and devastated.
Oof, that's tough.
So that's why he was like, look at her. She's the reason why, you just got saved from all of this.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So yeah, that
But
was
then if he
bad.
does it again, then you. put
Yeah,
the bitch
then
on the
it's like,
fucking
well,
list.
fuck you.
I knew
little
a guy
bastard.
that got on the sex offenders list for pissing at a park.
Oh, because it's you're pissing at a child's
Yeah.
playground.
but it
like-
was the middle of the
It was
night.
broad
But it's
daylight,
after dark.
Yeah,
full
yeah.
of kids.
But the
Yeah.
fact that it's still for kids, like you could
Yeah.
still have the chance of it, even if it's close. So
That's gotta
crazy,
suck
though.
because then you're in that same category. So there is no like, oh, I'm only level 1.
Yeah.
Like there's
It's
not.
just
Yeah,
sex
you're
offender.
just sex
It's
offender,
like
and
those
everybody.
websites where whatchamacallit, you look up like sex offenders
Yeah.
in your area and they pop
Oh
up.
my
I've
god.
still
You're
never
one of
done
those
that.
now.
that's
I've never done
I
that.
just peed outside.
But you got to go like
It's-
door to door, right? And then
I
like
think in
tell
the neighborhood.
everybody.
I don't know if that's a thing now because of the website
Yeah.
thing. Like they kind of made it. I think they made it a thing of like you have to choose whether or not you want to know if you're living next to a pervert.
Oh, okay.
I still
Yeah.
haven't done it, and I think it's because I don't want to.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
I've done it. My wife's done it.
Really?
And I've been like, holy shit, there's a lot. Like there's more than you would think.
Mhm.
Like it's almost like one for every like 10 or like 9 person. Like you're just like, holy shit.
But
like,
how
it's a
many
lot.
of those
But-
are just pissing?
Yeah,
in the park
piss-
at midnight?
like
Who gives
park
a fuck?
pissers.
Who? I don't
do you
care.
mean?
No, that
What
makes
do you
a
mean
big
gives a fuck?
difference.
No,
because
that's because
I've pissed
you
in
did it.
public whenever like
No.
we've been like
Yeah.
drinking or something,
Yeah, I've
and
pissed
like
in
what
public,
if
too.
like that happens to be a
Adriana,
place?
like the thing is, like it was at a park where nobody was
You
there. It
shouldn't
was
have
the
been
middle. It was
Who
the middle of
raised
the
you?
night.
No, you're right.
Guys
We're-
just pee places.
we're not-
Yeah.
yeah,
the
and we're
world
not-
is our
Raised
toilet.
you.
No, but you're right. You're right.
world
I don't
is
want
our
to see your
toilet.
dick out.
She's right, but
But
you still
it's in the
shouldn't be
middle of the night.
categorized
as a
as
sex offender.
You
Yeah.
pull if you pull your dick out of your pants, you're a sex offender.
that doesn't make any sense.
no, all right.
If
doesn't
you
make any
pull your
sense.
dick out in
If we
public,
Agree to
If we
disagree.
do not pull our dicks out. Wait, you said in public? Never mind. I thought
Yeah.
you meant like in general.
if you pull your dick out wherever you want in the privacy of your
It's
own
in the
space,
context because like, what if like I dropped hot sauce and it was burning my pee and I had to take it off? Like,
Yeah.
does that
You're
be
a
like,
sex
You're a
offender.
sex offender.
You're a
Holy
sex
shit!
offender.
And I'm
Go
like,
wash your dick off.
yeah.
Yeah,
you
Go
put,
wash
put
your
some
dick off,
yogurt on
and then-
it.
Yeah, and then go
Yogurt.
fucking sign up for being a sex offender.
Yogurt?
yeah. I don't
Yeah,
agree
you-
because I think guys like everybody has pissed somewhere in public.
The police officer arresting you has pissed in public.
100%.
Yeah.
In the pool
But you're not supposed to.
for sure.
No.
But
Well,
they're not
yeah, I
supposed to get
mean, you
caught.
know that, but like, what are you supposed to do? Piss
You
your
wait
pants?
like just how I have to wait to go pee in the bathroom. You can
No,
wait too.
girls piss in the
I've seen-
fucking street.
yeah, I've
Don't
seen
try to
girls
act
pissing
like
all
y'all
over.
are all high and mighty.
in the
Adriana.
bushes.
What?
Yeah, don't.
Adriana.
Yeah, no, cut the
just like,
bullshit.
You have-
Cut the
you have
bullshit.
pissed outside.
No.
You ain't about to
I
get
don't-
woke on
Prove
us.
it.
We're not gonna. Why would it? You prove it, and then the person who shows the video, you're gonna be like, "You perv! Why'd you record?"
Yeah, you
Like,
sick son of
I'm
a bitch.
reporting you for
You're
a sex offender.
bastard! You recorded that?
Yeah.
You
That would be
sick
gross.
fuck.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah, and I would report you.
No, that for sure. That for sure. If someone shows you a video of you
Because I've
pissing,
only ever peed in
report them.
public when I was a teenager, so that's also child pornography.
So many levels to this.
Yeah.
you're just going deeper and
Start
deeper.
checking all the boxes.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
god!
you're in jail.
But yeah, park pissers shouldn't be unless they're
What
doing
else?
it broad daylight full
Yeah,
of kids.
Or
then,
purposely,
Yeah,
yeah,
then
yeah,
you're
yeah.
Yeah, if it's like your
nasty.
thing to piss in front of kids, that's weird.
Yeah, if you're like looking
Or-
right at one of them.
Yeah.
If anything, like if you're drunk and you're doing it, just give them a public intoxication.
I agree.
You know?
I agree. be like, hey, you were intoxication.
Public
we done
intoxication, public urination, no matter where it's at. If it's like in the middle of the night, there are no kids there.
Yeah, you're not thinking.
'Cause
No
then-
harm,
I
no
guess-
foul.
'cause then you
Like,
gotta
Unless
go-
you're pissing on the equipment, that's a little
Oh
weird.
yeah, that's nasty.
yeah, that would
Like
be
if you're
nasty.
pissing up or
Ew.
down the slide.
And they can't guarantee that you didn't.
I don't know. If they're catching them midstream, I'm pretty sure they can.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they caught him for that, then they have to have caught
And think
him
of how
doing
big
it.
a park is. Like the
Doing-
equipment could be like way over there. What happened?
I was
Oh,
really,
Fucking up the set.
Yeah,
What's behind that?
It's just
it's a
Nothing.
hidden room.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
All
Why
right,
you
guys,
ask
we're
so many
gonna wrap
questions?
this up.
Yeah.
It's just a wall.
It's where their other guests go after they're done with the podcast. They're all like, all right, guys, this way.
Well, this little section caught me off guard because I just saw like the room and
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
okay, well,
I
which
was like,
direction
where are
do
we going? Where is this?
yeah. When I like peeked out over it, he was like, "Oh hi!" Like,
This is- welcome to the Shire. It's like nice.
No, it's just a closet.
you guys have a nicer setup.
Well,
Nice setup. What is that area? In
This
your
is
home?
pretty cool right here, though.
it's the upstairs. It's a living room.
It's a living room.
Yeah, it's a living
Yeah,
room.
it's like
Yeah.
an additional living area.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh,
I thought it was like a
Game room,
loft.
right? That's what they call
Yeah.
it.
No, yeah, it's like we were supposed to make it a theater room, and then slowly and slowly we just kept making it a podcast room. And so
I thought you were asking what the area was where they lived, like what the neighborhood was called. And then he said living room. I was like, wow.
he's like, never mind.
Yeah, you guys have a whole. It's a big space. This is way bigger than this, right?
Oh yeah,
frankly.
it would probably be the size of the room.
Yeah, it
big.
probably yeah. It's not like huge. Like on camera, it looks huge.
Yeah.
Then you go up there, you kind of go like, oh, there's like.
Well, it's
this
also
much
high
area.
ceilings.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
always
yeah.
makes everything look bigger.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
that's what's
true.
cool about like all podcasts is you don't know how big these are. Like this
Yeah,
right
yeah.
here actually looks bigger than what I was picturing, but you don't know because you're just getting like a little.
Yeah, it's
corner.
all
That's true.
perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, because it does seem bigger on the. I mean, even here, it doesn't even seem that small, but it's just gonna be bigger on camera, anyways.
Yeah.
Mm.
Would y'all ever get like an office space or like?
That would be cool, but they're just fucking
Yeah.
expensive.
We looked into them,
Oh,
but
have
they were
ya?
just so expensive. And then we had a friend who was like, "Let's go half, and then we can use it these days, and you use it these days." But then the area was just not as great, and I was just like, I don't know if we can keep like making the money to do that. And then I got to
Yeah,
take my
yeah.
computer and edit over there. Like I was like, everything's just easier done in my house for right now,
Yeah.
True.
Until we can get our own actual spot to like actually do everything there. That's ours. We're like, oh, here's the
You're
podcast,
there weekly.
studio,
Yeah.
every single thing. Yeah. Where we actually go to work there, type of thing. But until then, it'll be more hassle because of our jobs and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were thinking that too. Like, but we have like our mom has all these things that she likes to cook and sell. And so we were thinking about like maybe we have like this warehouse and like my husband does HVAC so he can keep an inventory there too.
Yeah.
And it's funded by like all of the other
yeah,
things
yeah.
that we
That way
want
it's
to do.
consistently
Yeah,
not just like,
yeah.
oh, it's just from this one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That'd be smart.
That would be cool,
I don't want to build like a little apartment and then just stay there. I won't have to pay rent.
like
That'd
a
be
little
cool.
studio.
Yeah,
we
like
can
a
rent
little
it out.
apartment.
And then it'll pay for itself.
Yeah.
He's like, no,
There
I
you
wanted
go.
to
No,
live there.
me.
it
I
out.
don't want to pay
I
rent.
want you to live there.
So that I don't pay rent.
Yeah.
Ricky.
That'd be awesome if it was a big ass warehouse. Just let my dogs loose, let them run. That'd be cool.
No.
Yeah. Why not?
Okay.
She's like, I'm thinking business, not
Yeah.
the freedom of these.
You
I'm
just
just
want a
saying-
free place to live.
I think
Don't
we
we
all
all?
do. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we all do. To be honest, with
You have
these
a really
prices.
nice house, though. Your
Yeah,
house is
you
really nice.
do.
Thank you.
Does your wife work? Is that?
No, she stay at home. She used to work, but she stay at home mom now.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
What does she used to do?
She
I'm a
was
stay-at-home
at
mom, too.
She was She was working at a dermatologist's office.
You got to get
Yeah,
this story
yeah.
down, man.
She was working at a dermatologist's
sells
office.
drugs.
Oh, cool.
Lyrical.
Please.
She was
Street
there for a good
pharmacist.
minute. Street pharmacist. Yeah. She can get you a lot of things.
She's
on
a
the low.
street dermatologist.
Yeah, just let me know what you need. Still gets the hookups. Now she was there, and then she's just stay at home mom.
No,
That's cool.
Yeah.
My girlfriend pretends to be a dermatologist. So it's popping my fucking pimples and
Oh
shit.
yeah.
It's annoying as
Ew.
hell. Hate that.
Yuck. Did she pop your pimple?
No,
I don't get why
you're
people
you're the first
like
girl
that.
to say yuck, yeah, because most girls are people just like, oh, I love that. My sister will be
No.
like, can I pop it? Can I pop it? Can I
Yeah.
pop it?
Yeah, I can't watch those videos either.
That's
Like,
disgusting.
I can, but I hate them. Like I'm
Yeah.
like,
You hate
someone scroll away from me.
yeah.
I can't.
I don't have the strength.
Yeah, this is interesting, and I hate it at the same time.
Yeah, I can't watch it.
I hate it.
Yeah,
I just hate getting poked like prodded and shit.
I don't mind doing it to myself and then seeing them being like, "Oh, that's disgusting."
Man.
But like then just seeing it others, I'm just like,
I can't see others. I'll do my own because I have to, but I can't see others. This is disgusting.
I mean, again, it is, but I do like seeing them for sure.
Because what if you get hit? Like,
While
how
you're
do
doing
you?
it, I think that's a fucking thrill for them if they're fucking wanting to do it. I think they're
Adrenaline
expecting the
rush.
fucking
Got the GoPro on.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
That was great, right? They got
Extreme.
glasses. Yeah, fucking. Oh.
Nah.
You got another one I
Yeah,
can pop?
dude.
Bro, that's how excited they get. They're just like ready. Oh, you got to fucking. Like, where else do you have more pimples?
Yep.
Bro, they have like those little bubble wraps that you pop. When they see someone
see,
with pimples, they're all like, fuck yes.
That's the exact same thing I think about when they're like over here popping it.
It's gross.
Yeah, that's gross.
It's gross.
I'm not big on it.
I saw this video of this dude. He did steroids, and apparently it gives you like really, really bad back knee. It was bad, dude. His whole back was red. It
Like
had
bumpy?
like no, it wasn't even bumpy. It was just like scarred. And then he had holes in his back, like almost like that's how big the scars
Craters?
were. Yeah, craters. He
Oh,
looked like
those?
he looked like Crater Face from Greece.
Oh my god!
It was
like
See,
Edward
that's
James
like
almost.
that. I was about to say that.
Okay,
Yeah,
like
Those are
cystic.
bad.
It was gross.
Oof.
And then he stopped doing steroids, and it completely went away almost.
Can you, I
Oh,
couldn't. Oh my god! What? That's not even worth it.
No,
But he looked like a god.
from the
Yeah.
front. From the front.
Just don't turn around and
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah,
From
and keep
the
your shirt
back,
on.
That's a different story.
Yeah.
That would that be worth it? No,
I don't
right?
think steroids is.
I don't
worth it in
think so
general.
because then you can't even walk around with your shirt off.
Yeah, like, which is the
yeah.
Then
point.
it's like, what's the point?
Yeah, because what is the point at that point if you?
Well, you
can't
can
even
start a
walk
new
your off?
fashion trend where it's like half shirts. It's like a crop top, but like front to back, you know? So you only have the back. Yeah.
Gonna pass on that one.
Yeah, then a lot of people that do steroids would be interested.
There you go.
And then you know
This
who's
is
doing
the perfect
steroids though.
solution.
You would know who's doing
That's their
steroids though.
uniform.
Exactly.
Yeah,
there's
that
there's a
was
weird
some
movement of
roids.
like a lot of people that work out that they're like, yeah, I fucking do steroids and what?
Yeah,
think
nobody
now-
really gives a
Yeah.
shit anymore.
Nah.
It's kind of like take the power away from people.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
as long as you deny it, then people think they got something on you.
Yeah.
But
I
if
guess
you're
it's
just
only
like,
bad
"Yeah,
if you're
fuck it."
competing, maybe.
Well,
right?
it's against the rules.
Yeah.
So like
But I feel like there
UFC
should
and
also
all
be
of
like a
that.
steroid.
That's true.
Yeah,
of
like
it,
let them like go at it. Like
Yeah,
if they
ruin
want to
their
do it,
bodies.
like then you're gonna fight somebody else who's doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have a steroid on
That'd be
like,
crazy.
section.
Should do that for the NFL too.
That'd
Make
be-
a whole nother
Yeah.
more lucrative.
They
No,
all
that
got
would
their
be
own ways
fucking
around it.
Fighting each other in there, man. It'd be like a gladiator ring if people were just.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot of
roided out.
injuries.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody's roided out on
That'd
the
be
fucking
crazy.
court.
Let them do it for
They would
baseball.
fight with fans too, like
Yeah,
it
they
would
would
be
let-
like
they would let
because
that anger
they're
get to
doing
them.
steroids too,
Yeah, all the
right?
fans are
like,
doing steroids.
Yeah,
It's a whole steroid out fucking.
Well, that would
stadium.
be cool, like a cool little segment. Like, okay, now somebody from the audience is gonna fight
on
one of the
down.
fight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Segment. What is it? Idiocracy? All right, guys. What steroid
What
person out
lucky
here wants to
fan,
come?
yeah.
Yeah.
The one
to
sport
go
that
home
does
with a black eye.
the
You ain't
one
gonna
sport
feel
that
it.
does need steroids is baseball though. Baseball was way better when everybody was doing steroids.
Yeah, because they were just fucking rocking the shit out of it.
Oh yeah, Mark McGuire with his fat ass neck.
Yeah,
That
those
was
rules
awesome.
were definitely.
Everybody was tuning in to like see and keeping up
Yeah.
with the numbers.
The home
and
run
then it
derby was
like,
way more
damn it.
fun.
Everybody was roided out. They were fucking pumped the fuck up, bro. They're
yeah,
ready.
dude.
Now everything's so boring because there's so many fucking.
Well, a lot of those
Rules.
dudes were doing cocaine and shit. Like,
Yeah, let
it's
'em.
like, yeah, like we don't know what they're
Their dream-
going through. Like,
Yeah.
we're acting like our life, like we get to go to sleep and then wake up. Like,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
on the go constantly.
24/7.
It's a lot
It's
of
like, well, they're
games.
getting paid all this money. I was like, I get it, but they're also working like 23/7. Like they're working almost all day. Like for real.
that's
like
crazy.
that's the
They're
Yeah.
practicing. They're constantly
How many
watching
games do
tapes.
they?
baseball's a lot, right?
80
Basketball.
something games a year.
Wait,
86.
How many days a week?
Well, from both. I think it's from
85
both.
days.
baseball?
Yeah,
I thought baseball was like 100
Every
something.
day?
it's 100
Nah,
for
I
the
don't
league.
know.
Okay.
I'm sure they
Yeah,
get some
but
kind of
individual
breaks.
league.
Got you.
each
What are the
team.
breaks? How long are the breaks?
What do you
They start in October
Oh.
and end.
Off season.
Yeah,
when
what's
do
the
they
off
end?
season?
Shit, I don't even know. Maybe
May.
86 days later.
86 days later.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
They play a
I think
lot
it's
though.
May.
That's why they're always bored. You're just like,
Yeah.
all right, another fucking.
Well, that's why they got to do cocaine. Like, let them do whatever they got to do. Like, it's not
Yeah.
hurting anybody.
I think most people are, anyways. Like most people in life are, they're on something 24/7. Like no matter, not 24/7, but like someone's always on something.
Yeah,
Like,
like look
doesn't
at
matter.
this. Look at that.
Caffeine.
Like, what if they say that you can't have energy drinks anymore?
I
Now
was
are
high
we,
before I came here.
Are we going to
There you go.
stop
I-
because it's frowned
Yes,
upon?
I'm high at the moment.
That's crazy.
That's why I'm
yeah.
yawning because I'm high. That's why. It's not because
I
I'm
thought we were boring.
No, it's because
No.
I'm fucking high. I'm lit, and at times I'm trying to pay attention. And I'm like, what did you say?
She's
Oh,
hailing
I
Hitler.
thought you question. Did you bring some more weed? I thought it was a question. No, yeah, I'm a little bit.
Love that.
Nice to know I have a drug addict in my apartment.
He likes to steal shit.
They've done worse.
Check his
Don't worry.
No.
Dogs are both missing.
He doesn't
We
have
got 'em.
pockets.
I do.
That's what you chose to wear today.
What?
You
It's
look
nice,
comfy.
right? It's like it feels like
Yeah,
You look comfy.
Are we
That's
really in a
blended, yeah.
position
That
to
sounded like such an insult.
criticize?
yeah. It's
What?
like that's what you wore today. I mean,
Who is that?
okay.
Joan Rivers.
No.
Whenever she was on the red carpet, you remember that?
oh, well, she would do the. She would review or like
Yeah.
talk
Yeah.
about people's outfits, but she was brutal, bro. She
Yeah,
knew
that's what that sounded like. That's what you decided
yeah.
to wear today.
Yeah, straight up. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it.
You look comfy. You look like you
I look
came
like a
to
romper.
chill.
I did. I did come to chill.
A himper.
Yeah.
Love that.
I dress for comfort. I don't ever really dress for
Yeah.
style or like, you know. I
Unless
don't
you're going somewhere.
even then, like I have to remember, like, okay, I'm going somewhere. I have to,
Yeah.
you know, like because if not, I'm immediately dressing for comfort right then and there. And as I see my wife getting ready, I'm go, oh, okay,
Right.
not dressing for comfort today. Like I get it. Like gotta be uncomfortable today. Let's do it.
I always just dress. I just like wearing like t-shirts like this and shit. And
But you look
sometimes you get a compliment, but it's usually from like other guys.
Yeah.
But like at the grocery store, I was wearing a Street Fighter shirt, and this black guy walked by me. He was like, "Hey, that's a badass shirt." And I was like, "Right." No, but it's cool whenever somebody else because you just get to show what you're interested in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what guys are all about. They're just like, this is what I like. Girls are like, this is what I don't have, but look at me. That's how we all. That's how females.
Yeah,
dress.
this is why I'm better than you bitches.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Mhm.
Kinda, yeah, actually.
oh
I mean, let's be
my
real.
god.
Because like
I
mean-
dress for me.
No, come on.
Like this other day-
also
You don't even
pee
like
in
the shirt
public.
you're wearing?
Yo,
Yeah.
bro. Honestly, with her wearing right now, I think she dressed for herself. I ain't gonna lie.
She might be right.
She
today.
might be right.
for nobody
Yes.
else.
She might be right. She might be on something.
Hey.
She's like, fuck.
Whatever. I had nothing else to wear.
I dress for me.
Yeah. Well,
That-
but
like,
like,
I can tell that shirt's comfortable. I can 100% tell that shirt's comfortable just by looking at it.
yeah.
But your shirt is cool. I can tell that shirt's more comfortable than yours. But like, I would look at that shirt and be like, hey, I would wear that for cool, and I would wear that for comfort. That's like I
So
think.
we're
Well,
good.
Carhartts are
Yeah.
like thick ass shirt because they're like
Yeah.
meant to be work shirts.
Yeah.
But all the little high schoolers fucking jacked up the price by
By
making it
crazy.
Did they
popular.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
shit.
it's like a fashion brand now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
These
now
used to be
all
like
the
five
people
bucks.
that like work.
But there's a workaround because you can just get the Dickies ones. They look exactly the same. They just
Yeah,
got
that's
Dickies
what I
logo.
usually wear is like Dickies.
Yeah.
I didn't know that they did that.
Yeah, they fucked it up. So hopefully they don't listen to you and start wearing Dickies now because then that shit's gonna
Gone.
yeah.
Don't let it get on TikTok. It'll be gone.
It's the exact same shirt. I'm pretty sure they get their blanks like from the same person or from the same
It's gotta be.
manufacturer.
Yeah.
And then they just
Package it different.
Yeah, whichever
This
this is all it
tag
is.
is
This is all
sewn
you.
on.
This is the only way you can tell it's
Let me feel that
Carhartt.
shirt. You said Dickies are the same?
Pretty much.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
It's like a heavy-weighted material.
Oh
Nice.
shit. Good job, asshole.
Joe
Score.
high ass.
There it goes.
You got it?
I got
Is
it.
it good?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I started liking like heavier T-shirts. You know, like weighted T-shirts, like the pro club
Yeah.
T-shirts.
So
I
you
those.
like the comfort, not the fitted anymore now, right?
Nah.
'Cause see,
oh, okay. Like I like a bigger
Yeah,
size now
your
rather
sizes
than
are
like
more
a skinnier.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because
kinda
I
getting
still
good.
like the fitted. Like if I go out and stuff, like I like the fitted shirts.
Yeah.
And that's more because like just the comfort to me just makes me look more fat sometimes. But like if I don't pick the right like perfect shirt that fit on me, I'll look even more fat.
Yeah.
So I have to specifically pick them. But like I see more now like people wearing baggy clothes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
baggy shirts, and I'm like, bitch, I used to make fun of you when I was in middle school wearing that shit. Man, I would get made fun
Everything
of.
comes back around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
But like
was
girls
cool.
wear like baggy, are wearing baggy clothes.
Oh, for
more
sure. I see
now.
nothing but baggy,
Yeah.
baggy clothes from females.
Yeah, they
College
make-
girls are like
Yeah,
that, like
yeah.
because I work in the TCU area.
Oh, yeah.
and all of them
Oh,
wear
yeah.
like those like huge T-shirts.
And they don't match. They're all tacky. I used to dress like that and would get made fun of. And now I'm
Yeah.
like, y'all bitches all dressed the way I did.
Yeah.
Like, I
You
was
eventually
horrible.
like fall into your own style. Like I
Yeah.
used to wear
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
of skinny jeans. That shit's not cool anymore. Now I just wear like just slim You know,
It'll come back.
Yeah.
Now it's
vaquero
like the
now.
hood people
Yeah.
wear skinny jeans, so now it's
Yeah.
not
That's
cool for
funny,
anybody else to
because
wear.
they
it.
would always
funny.
make fun of it.
Yeah.
You got them ball huggers on.
Wow, that's
They-
crazy
what
that
do you
it
mean,
did go
like
to
who?
the hood.
Hmm?
Who specifically
people.
when you
Kanye
said
West.
Like
You
hood
can
people.
thank Kanye West for that.
I love Kanye also.
boy. Yeah, Kanye is on
Easy.
some other shit.
they? Yeah, I don't.
I think he had first contact with the aliens.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
first contact
the
with somebody for
aliens.
sure.
Yeah.
You know, people were
Jesus.
saying that like the aliens come from the water, the ocean.
I think so too.
I believe that.
I
the water?
believe so
but
too.
according to signs, they were scared of water.
Yeah,
Who was scared of water?
aliens.
Aliens for
Aliens
signs.
get
scared
rid
of
of 'em.
water?
Because of signs.
Signs. The movie.
Because of who?
the movie. Signs.
movie.
Oh, the
goodness.
movie Signs.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I never seen that.
You really had her going for a little
She
bit.
gets
She's like,
so
wait,
confused so quick.
what's the
That's
sign?
What signs?
What
Is
was-
it a billboard
yeah,
somewhere?
Yeah, yeah. Where does it say they don't like water? Am I
She's
missing
like somebody. If you turn the lights off, she just runs around and just hits everything. I'm so confused.
Okay, not everybody has seen Signs. Calm down.
Well, on
You've
signs-
never seen it?
I've never seen Signs.
What?
What? Such a good movie.
I just watched Donnie Brasco.
Donnie
Barely?
Brasco.
I've never seen that movie either, though.
Oh, well.
So I'm with you on that one.
What'd you think?
I hated the ending.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was just too short. Like, it was just too short, the ending.
The movie
The
was too
ending was
short,
short,
or
or like
the
what
The
happened?
ending.
Like the conclusion of like
Yeah.
build up was like,
Yeah.
oh, that was it type of thing?
Yeah.
Is it just kind of like abruptly on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does.
It was like they were like, "Hey guys, we gotta wrap this shit up."
Yeah. A lot of
We're running
Coen,
out of budget.
a lot of Coen Brothers movies on like that. Like they just end. It's weird.
Was that one?
No,
Oh.
but I'm just saying the Coen Brothers do that.
Who's
Yeah,
that?
also.
The Coen brothers.
The Coen Brothers. Hell
Uh,
Caesar.
did.
We're out, brother.
That
Brother
happens in
Out Thou.
Hell Caesar. Brother Where Art Thou.
Brother Where
Not
Art
really.
Thou.
It kind of teeters off a little bit more.
That
I just-
one is probably my favorite of theirs.
Oh, Brother Where Art
Yeah.
Thou. That's a
Yeah.
great movie.
That's one of the
Who's
best
in
ones.
that?
George
George
Clooney.
What's that guy?
Tim,
Um,
The guy from Buster Scruggs. I don't remember what his name is.
Tim,
I need to catch up on these movies.
oh, he was in Buster
Tim
Scruggs. The first
something.
one, right? The cowboy in the
Yeah.
white. Yeah.
That was my
I
favorite
forgot
part
that
of the
was him.
movie.
Yeah.
Tim Baldwin. That's Alex Baldwin's brother.
No.
That's-
Really?
he's a
No.
Baldwin.
He's
Isn't
one
he
of
a
the
Baldwin?
Baldwins?
Who are you talking
No,
about?
no. That you know who I'm thinking of? Fred from the Flintstones, the second one.
Look
Jesus.
at you.
No, what's his name? Is Tim something.
Yeah, I
from
think
the
you're right
Flintstones?
about the first
Titan
name.
is super
Second
tight.
Flintstones.
Oh, the second one. Okay. Because I thought it was Rick Moranis, the first one.
The first one is Rick Moranis.
Yeah,
the second
right.
one is Sorry, probably getting lost.
If you want, you can just take it off the arm.
Yeah.
You can just hold it.
Let me just hold it.
What
Okay,
is
there
this
goes.
fucker's name?
It's
gonna
Tim
bug me.
Roth. No, not Roth.
Tim
No.
Blake Nelson.
Tim. Like
There we
Nelson.
go.
There we go.
I don't know who any of these people are.
If you see him,
The one
you'll
that I
understand who
liked
you'll
from
see him
Buster
in.
Scrubs was the with God damn it, he was in Taken.
Liam Neeson.
Oh yeah,
Liam
that one was
Neeson.
fucked
That
up.
was
It was
dark.
good, but it was
What,
that one
Taken?
was fucked up.
No,
No,
that's-
that because it's broken up into different stories.
Yeah, it's an anthology, so it's like it'll be like 15 minutes of one story, and then it'll go into another one. But they're all Western
And they're all like really,
dark.
yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Except for the gold one. That one actually ended
Yeah.
like good, but it was still a fucked up story.
Like
but
the-
yeah, it's good.
Yeah, the Liam Neeson one is him traveling with like a cart and his son is a quadruple amputee, and then he just puts makeup on him and makes him recite Shakespeare.
Because he's making money off of them.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's fucked up. The way that it ends is like fucked
Yeah.
up.
It was.
It
kinda
gets
hard to
even
watch.
worse
It
than
was
that.
hard to
Yeah,
watch,
it's uncomfortable because
said
you
that's
can
not even the
actually
worst part.
see him
Mhm.
like start to make the decision of what he's gonna do, and then it's like, oh man, no way.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fucked up.
Oof, that's tough.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, you should watch it. It's like it's like multiple movies all in one.
No, I don't want to watch
Is it scary?
No, it's not scary. It's just sad.
different stories. So none of the stories have anything to do with each other.
No.
Yeah, they don't connect like in any way other than they're set in the same time period.
They're
Yeah.
just
It's
told
all the
by.
West.
The
Tim,
sceneries
right?
are fucking amazing.
They're
No, like
told by. I've never seen it. That's why.
no,
None of
he
them
just
connected.
plays one role. Like the first story, he's in
Got
that.
you. Okay.
Yeah.
And then there's another story with James Franco. And
Oh,
then,
yeah.
that's where that first
That
time
meme?
Yeah,
where
first
that
time.
came
Yeah.
from.
You've seen it.
No.
First time.
There's a meme where James Franco's like being hung, and he just looks over and he's like, "First time." You never seen that meme?
No.
Ah,
No?
well,
No.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. She's
I'm a girl.
watching Deep Roscoe.
Oh gosh.
I like eggs.
You like
I
eggs?
like eggs. Amanda show.
That's my shit.
I haven't seen that
Anyways,
forever.
you're a rapper.
hmm
Do you still rap?
Yeah, I haven't lately, just with like work schedule, but I have a bunch of stuff written that I just need to record. I just haven't taken the time to do it. No excuses really, because I have everything at my house.
Whole ass studio and everything.
No way. You're blocked or something?
What do you mean? No.
Like writer's block?
Just haven't done it.
No.
Oh.
That does happen though, which
Yeah.
sucks whenever that does happen. But
I get a different version where it's like I just can't put anything together. Like
you make music
Like on the
too, or
podcast?
what?
no, the
I was telling today for
podcast.
sure a
Oh.
lot.
Yeah,
There's a
like
difference,
Putting clips together and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
I get like, oh my god, what am
Brain
I doing?
fart.
Yeah.
I'll get that with writing a joke. It pisses me off. Or I
At
just
the
can't.
ending?
I know it's something funny or like the premise is funny, but I can't figure out how to like bring it to the stage.
See, and I feel
annoying.
like it's pretty similar, like music, because I'll have something in my mind, and it's like I know there's something there,
Yeah.
and then it's not till like 2 years later that it's like, okay, I got it now. Like
Yeah.
then I'll use that, and then all of a sudden I could build a whole song around that, which I've heard, like, because I watch a lot of like comedian podcasts. And like specifically Tuesdays with Stories,
Oh yeah, Mark.
and
Norman,
yeah,
Joe
so
List.
they tell a lot of their like behind the scenes of like, oh, I was bombing at this one place, and then
Yeah.
this other place it killed, and so they kind of introduce you to that world
Yeah.
of like writing and everything, which it's interesting to me to like hear people talk about the craft instead of always like, oh, this guy was the greatest, and this and that.
Yeah.
But I like to
Yeah.
hear about all of the like horror stories and all that
How
shit.
actually goes down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anytime that I do a show that's kind of like shitty or it's just like weird,
Yeah.
like I always think back to their stories where I'm just like, oh, cool. In like 15 years, I'm gonna be like, hey, you remember that show that we did in that weird sex dungeon?
But they're still like they still have those
Yeah.
like to where I mean, even though like to me Mark Norman is like up there,
Yeah, he's
but
huge.
it like he still bombs like on a regular basis,
Yeah.
and like even
Which is hard to
Chris
believe.
Rock will talk about like bombing
Yeah.
still.
Yeah.
Not so much. Most of the stuff that I've heard of Chris Rock with like other comedians is that he's just kind of an asshole.
Oh really?
Yeah, I've heard a couple things where he's like, yeah, he doesn't like if you're not somebody that's well known, they'll just ignore you.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that with some of these cats. I mean, at the end of the day, you also have to think about like the time too. Like they don't want to give all these people in time. Like
Yeah.
they've gone through the phase of like helping the younger comedians, helping the younger generation come up, giving them advice, going through that. Now they're all like, I just want to come in and do my show. If I don't know you, get the fuck away from me. Like I get it.
Yeah.
You're like at this point, I don't want to be no one's guide or give anybody advice.
Yeah.
Like
I feel
wanna
like
do my
though
thing.
you see like I'm like that with like other like rappers. There's some of them to where it's like, okay, this guy gets it. Like this guy
Yeah.
is seriously passionate about it. He respects the craft. He knows the history. He knows what it takes to write. And then there's these like party rappers.
Yeah.
Them, it's like, well, whatever. I don't
It's a
really give
sign.
them the time of day because it's like, well, you're gonna be gone in like a year.
You're either
So-
gonna be gone or you're gonna figure out like a way to just do what it is you're doing, which is party rap,
Yeah,
and
that's it.
You'll create your career, you'll be in your lane, but I'm over here in the creative space.
So that's what I'm sure, like how I feel. Like maybe somebody like Chris Rock sees that, like you're not here for the right reason, so I'm not going to give you the
I don't
time
know.
of day.
I feel like it's more of a thing of like even if they are there for the right reasons, like they want to write great jokes, they want to do great stand up. It's just kind of like, whatever. I'm just gonna do my own shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Which is
I
fine.
mean, he's older. Like,
You don't got time for it. Like,
Yeah.
like,
his time is like he's gonna die soon.
He's not gonna die soon.
Damn.
Well, like,
He's like 50.
Got
like,
dark.
I know what you mean. No, he's not gonna die soon, but he has. The
He doesn't have
mentality of,
cancer,
like,
guys. Calm
I don't got
down.
time to fuck around with nobody. I got time to do what I want to do. Say yes,
Yeah.
no. Like I don't, because you're at like I'm at an age where like if like we said you get invited to the Ulsos, you're like, oh, we should go because of this. Oh, but I don't want to go. Okay, but let's go at this time. But oh, what if we don't have time? Where like once you get Chris Rock's age, you're like, I don't want to fucking go.
Yeah.
I don't care.
yeah.
Like I don't. Oh well, so and so. I don't give a fuck. If I don't want to go,
I'm tired.
I don't want to
My
fucking
bones
go.
hurt.
Yeah, and I think
know, I
there's
feel
just some
like-
artists at that age.
Yeah, I feel like if I were to get to that level, I'd be like, yeah, okay, I still want to do stuff,
Yeah.
Because now I don't really have. For me, it's more the money thing of like I don't have to worry about like the money that I'm getting, so I'll just fucking do everything, Because
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I don't. It's not like I have to work
Yeah,
at my
yeah.
craft. I'm at a level where I can create, like, curate a whole hour in a good amount of time and then put it out and then make millions of dollars.
Also,
so let me
he
just go
was-
fucking hang out with the comedians. Let me go hang
Yeah.
out with the boys.
But he was bitch slapped
He
in
was
front of
bitch
like
slapped.
millions.
Millions.
So he probably thinks that
Okay.
people are just gonna want to come up and hit him all the time,
Nah, I don't think.
Or maybe come up
I
and
don't
ask
think
him
that was a
about it.
huge
or ask
jump.
him about it,
Maybe the
or
ass.
like record him like picking his nose and put it on social media.
Okay, maybe that
Everybody
one.
picks their
Yeah,
nose.
that's
Maybe.
kind of specific.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Is that something you're worried about?
yeah,
I don't give a fuck who sees me pick my nose. I'll pick it right now.
Just do all
The
the
amount of
zoom-ins
times
her
I
picking
notice
her
somebody
nose.
picking their nose in their car is like
Crazy.
weird.
Oh, dude, I'm
Crazy.
in there, baby.
Yeah, I noticed
Like
more
other
people.
people?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I noticed
I
more
love
people
it.
pick their nose now than ever. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm like, bro, everyone picks their
Who
nose.
gives
like,
a
And then
hoot?
whenever I'm doing it, I'm just like, somebody saw me.
Yeah, I'm like,
somebody's
this-
looking at me
yeah.
that knows who I am.
Yeah.
And it sucks because like sometimes you have to get that one where it's like it's just not coming out. You're like, bro,
You
Then you gotta
like,
go in.
yeah, like
in.
stop. People are looking. Come on,
Yeah.
get out of here. And you're
I
like,
go
bro,
in the first time, you're just like, okay,
yeah,
one more.
yeah.
I don't even pay attention to people in
yeah.
their cars.
Well, sometimes when you're out loud, you're just like, oh, he's picking his nose.
Like all of a sudden you see somebody raise their arm, right, and then you turn around and it's like so happens to be going into
I don't
their
even look
nose.
I
at
just
people like
ignore
at
them,
red
like-
lights. Even like, I don't know, like it just
No.
feels weird.
I love looking at you. You know when I love looking at people when they're doing that left turn, when they're doing a left turn, and like you're parked there, and they're like, "Oh, what are you doing?"
Oh, like a left turn signal, like a left light signal.
Because then they get really close to your car, and you're like, "Hi." And
Oh, when you're also no, I hate that. I always go
love
on the
it.
outside.
I'm like,
What do you
What are you
mean?
doing?
What are you
I don't
talking?
know.
You know
about?
how it's a two lane turn?
Yeah.
"No, really don't
Oh, like
When
understand
the
what
cars-
I'm-"
cars when the cars are going next to you, she's like, when she
Oh.
should be
Oh, so
focusing
you're
on the
turning
turn.
also.
No.
Y'all are both
So
turning.
you're just sitting
both
there
turning.
watching people turn.
So-
No,
Someone cut
no,
you.
like I'm going to the left,
But
and
someone
then
cut you
this
off.
lane is coming this way, but
Oh.
it's not. But I'm on red, and they're
So
going.
the car's in the front. She's in the light waiting, and the
On the
car's in
opposite
front.
side.
And the
on this
cars.
side when they go this way.
Oh, so you're talking about a four-way street.
Yeah,
Yes.
four-way
You're
street.
here, and they're coming from here.
That's
Yeah.
a weird thing to
'Cause-
like. But okay,
That's
like such
Hold
a.
on. I'm confused.
Literally, just cars passing in front of her. That's it.
yeah. She
Her at a
likes to watch
stoplight,
cars
yeah.
drive by.
She likes
Okay,
to
where are
watch-
you?
I'm making a left turn.
That's why you were in
I'm
traffic
making
when
a
y'all
left
came to the
turn.
But that's
podcast.
not
She loved the
important to the
traffic.
story at all. Like the fact that you're
you're-
making a turn doesn't matter.
But you're not currently turning.
no,
No.
You're not
she's
moving.
at a
She
red
stopped.
You're
light.
not moving.
I'm not moving.
So the people on the left side making a right turn.
No,
Left turn.
people-
On the right side, making a left.
So the
turn.
people right there in front. Just,
Ricky, are you that stupid?
People in front of you.
No,
No,
you set this
to
up
the
horribly.
right. No,
So
to
he's
the
completely
right.
justified.
so look, she's at a light right here.
Okay.
and then
the left-
this guy.
Yes,
Turning
Yes,
right
from this
there.
light over here
Okay.
goes
From
and then
the
just
right
Yeah,
all
I
the way
said the
over.
right.
So she just likes to look at people turning.
Yeah,
When you
that's
said
it.
the right, I thought you meant you were on the inside turning lane, and there was two lanes, like over there
That's
off
what
of
I was
Midway.
picturing.
Same, me too.
And both of the turning lanes, when they both turn, two cars. So I thought you were driving, focusing on the other person when you should be focusing on the goddamn turn.
She's like, "Wow, they turn so cool." Oh, my turn.
Hi, friend. Oh, God. There goes the curb.
That is so weird.
Yesterday I hopped all up on the curb.
I do get what you're saying, though.
Yeah, because they're just like, especially the one that's obviously like the closest. I'm just like, girl, where you going? Like, just following them.
Yeah. If it's a pretty
Away.
girl, I'm just like, yo.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
He's like, "Never mind, cut this out."
You don't ever hear me say yo.
No, I'll point her out one time. Sometimes if my girlfriend's in the car, like, damn, she was pretty.
That's how you go straight up, or you got to go like, "That shit looks fake, right?" Just see, oh, you know what? That's
just
how
like,
I
oh,
do it.
she's pretty.
That's how you got to do
That's how
it.
you gotta do it.
Yeah.
Girl,
Those are fake, right?
Slutty as hell.
Some fake ass lips. Look
And then
at
she's
her.
like, "You know what? I don't know.
Some
No,
fake
I can't
su-
tell."
Some fake juicy lips.
Yeah, I got to keep looking. I don't know.
Y'all been caught a lot of times, huh?
No.
Y'all have a game plan.
My God, I just say, look at that pretty girl.
So what are you looking at? Nobody? Just hitting how fake that looks?
What are you looking at? That fake ass?
Yeah.
That fake juicy ass.
Gross.
Ugh.
Ew. Why would you even want something that big?
Let's go ask
See,
her.
did you
Stop
see Black
staring.
China took all her stuff off and now she's like super fit.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, she
I haven't
like
seen her
she
all.
dissolved everything in her face.
Yeah, because it looked all
Dissolved.
fucking
She took everything off.
dissolved.
What was her name?
Black China.
Like China?
No, the other one, the one that did it first. She was a rapper. God damn it.
Kim,
not
Lil
Nicki.
Kim.
Lil Kim.
Lil Kim.
She did that?
No, she didn't.
No,
She
she
has it
did.
all.
Took everything out.
No. She I was saying that
Put
she had
everything
like
on.
all the crazy surgery.
Oh yeah,
Hers
she
is
looks.
wild.
She
She
doesn't
doesn't
even look normal
yeah.
anymore.
She doesn't look like
She
herself.
looks wild.
She's a whole different person.
I want to see Black China though. I want to see her with all her stuff because
She actually looks really good.
She looks
Really?
just plastic.
She
Bring it
looks
up.
so good. Do you ever
Pull it up.
Pull it up.
Lil
Y'all need a
Nikki.
Yeah, y'all need a producer in the
producer.
back.
What the hell y'all doing?
You're not doing your
Oh,
slacking
we've
over
been
here.
We need a
talking
wolf.
about that for a
Yeah.
long time.
Need Wolf or
I want somebody to
We've had-
produce us.
we've
'Cause
had,
I'm
like, 5
over
different-
it.
You need someone producing you.
Yeah, I'm over it.
We still do a lot of work even when we have producers. Producers are cool on set, but they don't do nothing outside. The producers I've had, they just Juan he used to help me edit.
That's
But
what
that
I
was
need.
it.
I would love to like link up with like a producing company, but that they produce everything. I'll give a percentage for that because it's fucking hard.
It's a lot
what do
of
you
work.
mean? Like
It's
to
a
where
lot
all
of
you
work.
have to do is record and they take it
Yeah.
from there.
Yeah,
I just looked up before
Yeah.
and after.
yeah.
Ugh.
Look at how she was
Wait.
before.
Oh, so that's flipped. So it
This
should
is
be.
her now.
After
Okay.
before.
Yeah.
Like, why does she look like that?
Yeah, she looks like she both got.
Isn't that crazy? Look at her eyebrows over here.
Oh, so she dissolved her eyebrows too.
Yeah.
She dissolved it
Yeah.
all.
There's every-
So the eyebrows were really what was fucked up looking.
No, I think it was her
Jeez.
cheekbones too.
Jay, a lot of the cheekbones. That's crazy.
Oh wow, she does look better.
I can't believe like you could just take all that out.
The what?
Well, you should be able
Well,
to.
yeah,
You
because
should
I mean,
have that
it's-
option.
Yeah, it's just like silicone stuff inside you. Like they're actually putting, like the fat
Yeah.
and stuff. So they just take all
Just
the fat.
slice it up.
Yeah,
Honestly, you look worse.
When you
you
put it on?
look worse when you have
Oh, for sure.
Botox on, because then you get little bumps. Like
Yeah.
I think it's
Well,
where
some
the
people
injection
overdo
went in.
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they do it
Joan
a lot.
Rivers.
Joan
Yeah.
Rivers, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's
Her
some
face
that
was a-
do it just to get a little thing, and here and there
Yeah.
it works. But like when you're doing it as like a daily thing, in the next 10 years, it's going to all start
It's-
to fucking flop. Like it
Yeah.
really is. Like it's just
And
Yeah.
because it migrates, it doesn't stay in the spot that it's supposed
No.
to.
And
But
getting
that's
like
like
all
doing
that
it.
filler and shit.
Yeah. Oh hell
Wild.
no.
no, it's too
Yeah.
much.
I saw this
It's like
girl
fake
recently.
boobs in the 90s. You remember? They looked all
When
bad.
they like everyone's
They
for the
look like,
first trials.
They look like, yeah, they look like they just put boulders in them.
yeah, they're all
lumpy.
fucking hard. Like
And then
on
the
Mean
ch-
Girls.
Oh yeah,
She
the
had those fucking hard ass rock nipples and
Yeah.
stuff.
That's the only reason why I would be scared to get a boob job, because of that. You lose like all sensation.
Yeah. Oh, you
It's
do, right?
Crazy. Well, some people.
So then,
do.
what's the point? It's just the look.
Is that
Yeah.
true?
Some-
That's what I'm saying.
You
If that's the
can lose
point, then
sensation. You can get like
Yeah.
loss
It's
of nerve
nerve
damage.
damage.
because they're cutting open
Well, that
in,
would
your
suck.
in your
Yeah.
tits.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
so
scary.
they cut the nipple out completely, and then like make a cut down, and then they like lift it up and then put
Into the
nipple
microphone.
back.
Act like
Right,
you've been
and
here
then put the
before.
nipple back. Sorry. Anyway,
That wasn't even like understandable when she came back to the mic.
you got it, Carlos. Fix it. Thank you. Sorry.
That's wild though. I didn't
Yeah.
even know how much goes into.
I feel like
Ugh.
probably the best like breast surgery would be like if you have big boobs, like really really big boobs, and then you like,
Reduction?
yeah,
Yeah.
like just bring them up.
Well,
you
that
know?
would be like, that would be the most like common reason to do it, right?
Yeah.
But like,
like a decent reason, you know, because
Yeah,
they
yeah.
hurt your back.
That's probably
Yeah.
what it
But
originated from, and then
if God
they
gave
were
you
like,
that
"Hey,
gift,
what if we do
don't
this?"
take them away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really?
But a
I
lot
say that
of
to
people
my wife
have
all the
like
time, but
back
she's-
pains, right?
She always tells me that, well, the back pains and blah blah. Because she had a influencer she watches on YouTube, Les
Yeah,
Jamaica, and she's
yeah.
like, oh, she's getting breast reduction. I was like, what?
But hers were crazy and
Well,
uneven.
So when I saw them, I was like, no, they're the best. I'm like, you like, gosh, like who wouldn't want them? But then Les was like showing like how they actually look, and I was like,
Yeah.
damn,
You're showing
like,
your tits?
No, like she like had like a sports bra,
Oh, okay.
but like they were big, like where the fact that she's like
they were bad.
what can like bad back hair? Like she's like, what the
Yeah.
fuck can I do? Even when she got a reduction, like they still look huge. Like they're
Yeah,
not.
they're
yeah,
still.
that's
But,
what
like,
I'm saying
it's-
is like huge to like moderately
Yes,
huge, and then also they're
doable.
a nicer shape, and
Yeah,
it's also better
I'd
for their
get that.
back. They can jog.
Yeah.
There's this TikTok that I run across, and I want to ask you guys. So he was saying that when a man and a woman separate, if they have a family, right, and they decide to divorce, that every man needs to buy their wife a BBL or like something because she should leave the same way she came in.
no,
That's
fuck her.
ridiculous.
That sounds like stupid girl thoughts.
that's
It wasn't a girl; it was a guy. He said that.
okay. That sounds
sounds
like
like
a stupid
stupid
girl
guy
thought
thought.
that got into a guy's thought.
Yeah.
Like, why
because-
would you do that? That's
It's like a
like,
simp.
Because
you're
Yeah.
looking for a new car, and then you put a new engine in that one before you trade it in.
That's
Yeah.
dumb.
yeah,
Like you have that person to worry about.
Because she gave her body up to have your kids, and she doesn't look the same as
that ain't
when.
my
Why do they say?
fault.
But my thing is like, why is it always like your kids? Like it's like no, it's our kids. Like the guy
But
also,
she already like
yeah,
went
but like
through the damage.
But it doesn't matter.
So
Like
you
I
fix
feel
it
like
yourself.
or
have the next guy do it.
why is it that females always feel
Find
like the
somebody else.
consequences?
Don't call us females.
Well, hold
We're
on,
not
hold on.
animals.
No, well, okay. Why do girls? What do I say?
Women.
Okay,
It takes a fucking
Oh my
animal
god,
to
it's
come up
really
with
that
that.
hard to like figure out how to call
Okay.
women.
Act like a human.
okay. Why do
He
women?
called us an animal first, and then he called us a
I said
child.
female.
And then he didn't
then
know
I
what to call
said
us.
little
Y'all don't
girl.
like being called female now?
No, that's
Apparently
animals.
that's a big
That's for
thing. Oh my
animals.
goodness.
Okay.
Women or men?
Women.
Why do these bitches?
Yeah. Well, it's because women always talk about the consequences of stuff, and I'm always like, but that's what we all kind of sign up for. Like, we all know when we have kids, like the consequences for a man is like, hey, your family comes first. Not saying that every man does that, but men, it's be like, yeah, your family comes first. So like, your dreams become like to the back. So no, like for me, like I do so much for my family. Like 99.9% of things I do is for my family, and the other percent is for me. So it would suck if my wife were to leave and be like, well, you need to get me this, because I need to do this because I ruined
need
all
to be
this
more
for
fuckable.
you. Yeah,
Well,
like
they
it's almost
did.
like
Yeah.
it's almost like telling you like you ruined me because of you. Where it's like whoa.
And another thing is, you could go to the fucking gym, lose a little bit of weight.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't because women, like your wife is a
We
stay-at-home.
gotta pay for that too.
wife.
Gym membership.
Right?
I'll pay. I'd rather
So
pay
does she
$30
have?
a
Do you
month.
think she has time to? Does she go to the gym often? Does she have time to go to the
So
gym?
we have a gym in the house,
But
in
now
the
that
garage.
Okay.
you're saying that she's not gonna have enough time because she's a stay-at-home mom. If you're separated, you're gonna split time half and half. So you're gonna
No,
have
because
so
that
you're
mom is gonna have to work a whole nother
But
job.
yeah, you're gonna make time to go to the gym too. Like I've never
And
met.
and it's not an
This is
even amount of
horrible.
time. And it's not
So
even
it sounds
an
like
amount
you
of time.
agree with it.
I do.
I've never
100%.
I've never
Why?
met
Tell me what the reasoning is. Besides the fact that you're saying that
Because both
having the children
couples-
ruined your body.
Because both couples came in.
So then, are you gonna give me all the money that I spent?
Yeah.
Like, are you gonna
No.
put in my bank
No,
account back?
because
that doesn't make
I-
sense then.
Why?
Because
Because-
it doesn't benefit you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah,
it's
so
supposed to
if
fit.
we
Exactly.
were to,
See,
yeah,
it's
if we
just
were to
cherry-picking.
suggest that,
you
then
decide,
it's,
you decide what it is that you're gonna
My
involve
vagina will
yourself in.
never be the same.
Ah, well, that's your fault. Who told you that?
yeah,
kid?
that's your fault.
I bet you I could talk John into it.
Yeah, because John's a sweetheart, and I'm gonna be in his ear like, she's fucking retarded. Let
Yeah,
her be
fuck that.
broken.
No, I don't think so.
So y'all don't agree with that?
no,
hell
not
no.
at all.
That's dumb.
I think it's just one of those things.
You know what? What if they got together when like you and your wife got together when you were like 21 and you got a full head of hair, and y'all got
Yeah.
married? Are
And
you
then-
gonna play for the hair? Are
Hair
you paying
gone.
for the hair plug? You gonna
Yeah.
give me the hair plug?
I
me that
got a
back.
dad belly. My abs are gone.
you
My
gotta pay
fucking
for the
I got-
personal
Well, you
trainer.
No
could go to
hair.
the gym
You
every
see
once in a
it?
while. I mean, fuck.
You're
If
right,
we're hitting
you're right.
reset,
That's the
then it should
answer.
go both ways.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
answer.
Okay,
You're
but
100%
the
right.
gym is not gonna pull my titties back up and keep them there.
Yeah, well, the gym's
Yeah,
not gonna
but
make
you
our
don't
dicks
age
bigger
did
either.
that
Like the
anyway.
fuck?
Also,
Like,
why
let's
don't
just
you just
work
pay
what we
for
got?
your fucking self?
So you're mad at me
Why are women
because you
always
got
trying to
older.
get men to pay
Yeah.
for their surgeries?
Why do you keep blaming men for this?
This is not
Yeah,
me.
this is bullshit. You
No, but
just
you were
said you
agreeing with
agreed
it.
though.
I agreed 100%. Yes,
No,
but
it's
so
ridiculous.
no. Okay, your wives are gonna be so mad at you. When
But see,
get
you
home.
agree with
No,
it because
I
you
don't
know,
think
but
so.
you also know it only benefits you, and the other way around, it wouldn't work.
Yes, but I also think that it's fucked up that I had to be the one that ruined my body for our
That's
kids.
not our fault. That
It
was
is your
God's
fault,
plan.
though.
God made
That's God's
Eve for
Yeah,
Adam.
and
That's
we
the way
had
it
no
was.
choice in God's plan, so you
Exactly.
could give
I
us a
haven't
little
seen
something.
the way. If I had a choice,
Well, if you see that I'm struggling, you don't want to help me? Fuck. I thought we were
No,
partners.
that's just life.
Well, yeah, that's why
life.
we're no longer partners.
That's life. The fuck?
I hate all of you. Girls, I got your back.
I get it. Like,
if nonsense.
if what you said was like, okay, if your wife, after you're done having kids, it
Yeah.
should be your responsibility to help her get back to the way
Yeah.
she was. But no, if we're getting a divorce, like, why does that have anything
What
to
if
do
they
with me?
cheated because of the divorce?
Sucks. Get over it.
What if they
Yeah.
cheated?
Well, yeah. Then yes.
What if who?
Say it again.
Who cheated?
What if the man
let's say
cheated?
I cheated and that she wants that BBL and
Yeah.
everything. No, still.
No.
That's shit out of luck.
Your body is
Because-
not our
Because you probably
No.
fucked
Okay.
a girl that had a better body than your wife.
Because here's the thing. At the end of the day,
should have gone to the gym.
if she were to go and fuck somebody else and I want to divorce her because she fucked somebody else, she would still get half of everything that I get. She would still get
Yeah.
the kids. She would get my money. She would get the house. Everything would fall for her. And that doesn't matter. I
Well,
wouldn't-
not everything.
Mostly everything.
No.
She could even potentially be like, oh, well, he's a bad father. I'm going to take these kids away from you.
Yeah.
Yes. And then she's a
He's
stay-at-home
abusive.
mom. I got to pay
No.
for her monthly. I got to pay for
Oh,
all
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Exactly. And I'm fucked. She cheated. She wants to be with somebody else. I'm the one who gets fucked.
So on top of all that, you also want to pay for her to get a brand new body.
That's wild. So you're Steve Harvey's
Yeah,
ex-wife
that's
now.
fucking
That's
crazy.
wild.
Is that what happened to Steve?
She cheated on him with the bodyguard and the chef, and then he caught her, and then she's like, "I want a divorce and I want half the money." And he was
Steve
like,
Harvey?
Wait,
what?
Their bodyguard and their chef?
Yes.
Yo.
Yeah.
Not Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey.
Yeah, dude.
His
And
wife,
why is
yeah.
he giving people marriage advice?
That's why people are pissed off. They're like, bro, you over here giving all this marriage advice, talking shit about giving all the men's secrets.
His current wife?
Yeah.
His current wife?
Yeah.
His wife right now?
Yeah.
No
What? I
thought
fucking
not
way.
anymore.
2 days ago.
Shut the fuck up.
I swear to God.
Google
Oh,
it.
it's like that current?
Yeah, 2
Oh,
days ago, maybe
shit.
3 days ago.
I thought you, because I knew he
I
was
think you're
married
high.
before.
I am high, but it's not. But I'm being honest though as well.
Oh my god, I didn't hear about that. I didn't see it anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on social media all day.
Yeah, how did you not know that? It was all over.
He's been married 3 times.
Yeah, he's got it figured out.
Marsha Harvey, Mary Lee Harvey. His first marriage was.
Imagine all these bitches having your last name.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I would be pissed.
As a guy, that's what's up. But as a girl, yeah, you're like, damn.
I'm not
Damn,
the only Mrs.
I got
Harvey.
sister wives. He was married from 81 to 94, then 96 to 05, then 2007 to currently, but seemingly fired social media manager amid divorce rumors. What's this?
See, it was a lie.
No, the rumors, the cheating thing is real, but maybe divorce isn't, but
They're probably mad that they leaked it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's wild. But and like, so do you think even then she fucked the bodyguard and
No,
the chef
then
that she
nothing.
deserves half? Like,
No.
she doesn't deserve any of it.
No, but I think if like you divorce amicably and like that person still gotta work.
Yeah. Well, okay, so for me, if
Yeah, for
I'm
you.
super rich and my wife and me divorce, I do think it's if she's a stay-at-home mom, I do think it's fair that I give her something. If I'm rich as fuck, yeah, I do think it's
yeah,
fair.
yeah.
Wait, hang on, say
Obviously,
that
you
again, I
can't
missed
buy
it.
something
So-
if you don't have money to.
Let's say me and my wife
Buy
get
it.
divorced, right? And I'm like rich. I do think it's fair to give. If she's a stay-at-home mom, she's been a stay-at-home mom, her life. I do think it's fair for me to give her money
Nah, get a job, bitch.
until she meets somebody else. If she's dating somebody else, you're done.
No, not
I'm sorry.
dating.
It's done.
I'm not paying for your fucking date.
Not paying
Yeah.
for none of that
Like,
shit.
Oh
hell
my
with that.
I'm
god!
not paying
You
for
guys
him to
think
come
that
over
like
to your place.
$300,
Nope. Done.
$400,
Done.
like.
Nope. Not doing it. Not doing it. But if you're not,
$300.
yeah.
What are you talking about?
Well, no, you would
He's-
have to still.
No,
I'm
he's
saying-
saying that if he's rich, so if he's like
Yeah.
a millionaire.
Oh, you're
it's
not gonna
be-
give her any more
Yeah.
money?
No. If I was
No.
like supporting her, like actually being like, okay, I'm gonna make sure that you have the money because you're a stay-at-home mom. You're with me. I'm gonna make sure that you have
But
money.
she starts dating and you cut
Done.
it off.
Cut it
Yeah.
off, 100%.
Because she can get taken care of by somebody else.
You, let's say you have all this money, or whatever, and your husband wants to
Just
divorce.
dating. Just
And then,
dating
yeah,
somebody.
And then he's like, okay.
I'd be fucking terrified watching this episode as your husband right now.
And he's like, hey,
I'm never gonna leave him, so.
hey, I want to, y'all divorce. And then he's like, but I want you to pay for my stuff, whatever. And you're like, I'll pay for it. Would you still pay for him
I'm not paying
and his stuff
shit.
if he's fucking somebody
No.
else? If he's dating
If he doesn't
somebody
have
else,
any
Goddamn
money,
you still would?
yeah. If you don't have
You mean,
money, if they don't
how
have
was the
money,
date
if
last
they don't
night,
have
honey?
a job,
Yeah.
that's your fault for letting her do that.
Hell
You
no.
should have just paid
See,
the child support.
This is why you cut it completely. As soon as the divorce papers are signed,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't, you don't have to
divorce.
worry
Yeah.
about
No,
any
you
of
at
this
all.
shit.
Yeah, if you're still giving
I'll
her
make
money
sure
after
that
the
my
divorce,
kids are
you're
taken
done.
care of,
100%.
and
You're right.
that's it.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
the
you're
only
right.
connection
Yeah.
we have is these kids, and we used to fuck. That's it.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
alimony and all
None
that
of
is
none
whack.
of the money that I get is going to you. It's going to our children.
Yeah, I
I'm
agree.
only giving
Yeah.
it to you because the government is making me.
Yeah.
And as soon as those kids turn 18, I'm
once
gonna
they
just
get
give it
a
straight
bank
to them.
account, then
Yeah.
then it's going to them.
It'll just go right to them.
See, for me, like,
Unless
I
there's
would rather
shit
not
hits.
get child support. I would rather you just buy the kid what they need.
I think that's the way it should be.
That's how
Yeah.
it
That's
should.
how it
Honestly,
should 100%
I don't
be.
want to worry
But
about
there
the
are
money.
a lot of shitty dads out there that won't even.
Well,
do
yeah, of
that.
course. That's
And
why
they
we have it
ruin
in the first
for
place.
everybody.
Yeah, like I saw
But there's a lot of shitty moms out there that are
Mm-hmm.
making all that money and just
pocketing it.
yeah,
It
just
sucks
living their
because, like,
best life.
Like both realities exist. There's shitty dads that aren't paying it, and there's shitty moms that are saying like, oh, well, he's not paying when he really is.
Taking
you know,
advantage of
it.
trying to take them to court, trying to take their kids away. It's just it's shitty because they both exist. So you
Yeah.
can't really say like, oh, well, it's just because there's shitty women in the world that are trying to take their kids away, or there's shitty dads that don't want to take care of all these kids that they have.
Yeah.
Have
You know?
y'all not on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, have y'all heard of the random guy from Atlanta?
Random
guy.
Atlanta.
It's random guy from Atlanta. Y'all haven't heard of that?
No.
So there's this girl that went on TikTok and just started saying that she has a baby from a random man in Atlanta. And so like she's grown her TikTok to like 600,000 followers. And it turns out that this was all because she had a baby with a boyfriend. They moved to Atlanta. And then 30 days after she had a C-section, he left her. Like just with the baby. So like she started clowning on herself on TikTok. And then it turns out this guy has 7 baby mamas.
Oh, shit.
Doesn't pay child support to any of them. And like he's now exposed himself and like got mad that she was making money off of like their story. That he went like on and like exposed her.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, what an idiot.
Yeah, but that's some bullshit where you have like all these kids by all these different people and it's like, give me my money for my BBL, please.
Yeah.
You fucking asshole.
Not for your BBL, for your child.
No, for my child also.
What did you go through?
What did your child benefit
that girl
from
almost
you having
died.
a
Nothing.
big
I
ass?
benefit. Why does my
daddy?
kid have to benefit for me to benefit? I want you fuck me over. Give me my BBL money.
But that's the thing. It's like
That's
Why
crazy.
okay.
That's
Why would you use that money on a BBL? That is so
because
fucking
he's
That's
still
stupid.
why is that
because
even
that's
an
a part.
Goddamn
That shouldn't be
house.
an option at
No,
all.
because that's apart from what he owes
like,
me
the
for the
BBL will
kid.
Give me
Use
a
that money
house
for your
and
kid.
a car
Okay,
from
and
the
will.
right person that sees the BBL.
And
Them
will.
kids.
So this is a money move right
So
here.
at the end of the
For your
day,
kids to go
we
to
admit
college.
that men are
Like,
superior.
yeah,
because
like-
at the end of the day,
No.
you do this for the men so that you can grab that one king that's going to be taking care of you forever.
No, they're stupid. That's what it is.
That's
It's
so
just because they're
So then what's for the
stupid.
BBL
That's
for?
ridiculous.
So what
For me.
Don't say it's for you. No! I hate when girls say it's for me.
It is. You
It's
think I give
not.
a fuck what you think about me?
Yes!
I wanna
Maybe not
look
me
cute.
specifically,
Nah,
but
it's
people
for
in
other
general.
girls.
It's for other girls.
Which,
I
funny
dress
enough-
for women, not men.
You know what's
Which
crazy?
funny-
How they always bitch that like, oh, it's always you guys are always the worst. Like we do everything for you. I'm like, no guy bitches. It's females.
Oh,
All
females. Oh
females.
my
There we go
God.
again.
That's right.
He
Women.
listened to Andrew Tate.
Women.
Hell yeah.
I do. I love Andrew Tate. I do. I love Andrew Tate.
But it's true though. Like I'm never like, man, look at that girl's
That's why my wife's a
purse.
stay-at-home
Like,
wife because I listen to Andrew
talking
Tate.
to
For
her.
real, for real. Man,
My
I said, you're not
God.
working no more. After I said, Andrew Tate, I said, you're not working no more. And I did 2 jobs. I swear. Go ahead.
From Andrew Tate.
No, I remember what you said.
Was it
Luke.
from Andrew Tate that you were just like,
Yeah.
you're not working no more?
Yeah, after I listened to
I
Andrew
didn't know
Tate,
that.
because I was such in like a very depressing stage in my life. Like,
Oh my God, are you
very-
for real right
Yeah,
now?
I swear. I was like
He
in a
found the
such a. Yeah, he's not lying. Like I was such a depressed.
Tate
Like
miss him.
I was lost. I was so like just depressed and like I started seeing just Andrew Tate clips on TikTok. And at first I didn't like him at first because he was like the clips I was seeing was kind of like oh,
Women
you bitch this.
hating.
Yeah, and I was kind of like
It depends on who makes the clip.
yeah.
on how he's depicted.
and I didn't like him. I was like, what the fuck? And then I heard him on Your Mom's House, and I was kind of like, he's a little too much, but I'm like, but he makes some sense. And then I went to actually listen to him, and I was like, oh, this man makes a lot of sense. I don't agree with a lot of the stuff he says, but when it comes to being a man and pushing yourself and being the best version of yourself, you got to get up, stop being a bitch. No one's gonna do it for you. I mean, and work out, start dieting, start doing everything that you're depressed. Like the thing is, when I would tell people I'm depressed, they were like, what happened? This, and that. And we would talk about it. And I was like, oh, I feel a little bit better, but I'm so depressed. When I would listen to Andrew Tate, like, you're depressed? Well, stop being a bitch. No one's going to tell you anything else. Go work out. Go do this. And I was like, fuck, yeah, you're right. Like, oh, shit. Like, okay. And then it got to a point where I was just like, babe, I don't want you working. You can stay home. Like, I don't want you doing this. I'll get another job. I got another job. I was like, you can stay home, watch the kids. And Andrew Tate, again, everything was like about homeschooling and about the kids and the system. And I started doing my own research on everything. And I was like, holy shit. Now my kids are homeschooled. They don't go to school
They
no
are
more.
homeschooled?
My kids are 100% homeschooled. I started doing my research on all the stuff,
I wanna
the way
do
we eat, every
homeschooling.
single thing. Like, and it was all because of Andrew Tate. And then I don't
That's
treat my wife
fucking
like
crazy. I
shit.
didn't know any of
Yeah.
this shit.
Yeah, and it
This
was
is news
yeah,
to me.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm learning all this too.
And I love my wife even more because of him. So people are like, oh, you probably hate your wife. I'm like, I found so much more love and appreciation for her after listening to everything he says because like
That's crazy. I've
You
never.
You gonna try to go get some side pussy too?
No. So that part I don't stand on that side.
Yeah,
so like
yeah.
I like what he says when it comes to bachelor men, but like when he goes to like actually finding the woman, he goes, you got to find that queen who's gonna actually do a lot
Yeah.
for you. And I'm like, oh shit, my wife does all this. Like oh, everything, I have everything right here. Like he made me appreciate what I did have in front of me instead of trying to go figure out what else is gonna make us happy or what else this and that. It was like everything that I did have It's like, holy shit, but what am I missing? And he was showing me every single thing that you're missing, and listening to actual 1.5, 2 hour podcasts that he was putting out and being like, man, this man is really onto something. Like, he really does care. Like, showing you how to make money. I mean, doing the whole fucking Andrew Tate Warrior class. At first I was like, this is kind of, I did it for 2 months. And I was kind of like, let me see what this is about. Yeah, I did it.
You have no idea.
No, I've never.
I didn't want to tell nobody. So I did it for 2 months. And I did trading for a little bit because I was like, well, let me do the trading stuff. I made a couple $1,000s off of it, and legit, I paid $40 the first month. The second month it was $40, I think, as well. And then after that, I was like, oh, I couldn't keep up with it because I was just in my life. I was like,
you were working.
Yeah, but it worked. Like, there was so many fucking things on there that legitimately, like, for weeks I was learning copywriting. They were showing you how to make money. You can actually talk to people, like the actual people, and they were very straightforward. Nobody was sugarcoating. Like, legitimately would be like, so if I do this, I'll get a job. And they'll be like, no. If you work your ass off, you go this, you got to talk to these people. You got to so-and-so make this. Like, they were telling you shit that you're like, oh, this is a lot. And they're like, yeah, I know. Like, this isn't easy. Like, what did you think it was? And made you really put things in perspective where other people sugarcoat things. They go, it's okay. You're going to go out there and try your hardest. They were like, you got to keep fucking going at it. Like, no one cares about you. Like, oh, you lost your job. They're like, move fucking on. No one cares. Like, you got to keep going. And the one thing that Andrew Tate said that really made me go like, holy fuck, was he was like, you're depressed, you hate your life. He's like, when you can go in front of a cancer patient and tell them how depressed and how much your life sucks, he goes, then we'll talk. He goes, but you won't be able to do that. Someone who's about to die, you cannot go over there and say how much depressed your life is and stuff. He's like, stop fucking crying. And I was like, fuck, this man is fucking right. And because of that, I've changed the way I've thought, the way I work and everything.
What is this like?
So
time?
I don't agree with that part.
The what?
Because like somebody who's paralyzed from the neck down, they don't have the right to complain to somebody.
No. What he meant is like, stop saying that life is hard because other people have it harder. That was the message. So he just put that as an example. But it was saying like, oh, I can't do this because of this. He's like, bro, people have it so much harder, and yet you're complaining. Like, there's people who can do a lot of things, but yet do a lot of things, and you're able to do a lot of things, and you're not doing a lot of things.
Yeah, that's true. That's how like when like immigrant parents come over here and they're like, and you end up doing nothing with your life, and they're like, you're a citizen, you can do all these things, and you don't. Yeah. Versus the people that like don't have that wish they could have it. Yeah, he's just, I don't know. He's a sex trafficker.
No, he's not. I've gone through every single thing. He's not. He
went through the sex trafficking course.
Yeah, I went to the course and every single thing. Yeah, it was all one of the courses on there.
Wasn't like the thing was that what do calls it? He had like webcam girls or whatever.
Yeah, so he had like a webcam business. That's true.
Yeah.
He did have a webcam
and then he
business.
stopped it, right?
Yeah, I stopped it a long time ago, and then they had 8 girls that said that they were trafficked, and 7 of them didn't exist, and the one person that did exist has shown 0 proof. That's why he's still not in jail, because they keep pushing it.
I'm surprised he didn't just rot in there. It's fucking Romania. They could have just left him there.
Yeah, but so many people are fighting. He's such a big thing that people are listening, people are watching. So the fact that he keeps getting pushed, saying like, "There's no evidence." There's no evidence. There's no evidence. It's like, hey, he's still under house arrest. He's like, there's no evidence. Like, there's still. If there was evidence, he would have been in jail already. Yeah. If it was legit, he would have been locked up. The 3 girls that they were like, oh, they victims. They've made so many countless videos saying it's not true. They're like, what?
The ones that they accused.
Yeah, the ones that they accused. They're like, why is our name on there? We've given statements over and over and over.
What are the girls? I've never seen any videos of.
Like, I'll send you the video. I'll send you the video so I can show them. Yeah, and they're consistent. Like,
Andrew Tate's in the back with a gun.
Yeah, he's like, say it. Read this. We are not.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, but I don't believe in it, and that's me going through a lot of stuff. And again, I don't know this man personally. All I know is what I did learn from this man has changed my life for the better, and I'm a better person because of that. And I'm still striving to be better. So it's not even that I'm at that point.
That's the only thing. I was kind of like in the same boat where I listened to it and I was just like, oh, I thought it was just a fucking character, because I saw it on your mom's house, and they would always bring him up like, oh, it was the cool, like he's part of the cool guy club or whatever.
Yeah.
And I didn't pay any mind to it. And then like I would see the clips of it, and I'm just like, oh, he's a dickhead, whatever. I'm not gonna listen to it. And then I started seeing other videos. Like you were very right when you said that it depends on who is posting the videos. Because if you're just looking at a 30-second clip, like I've said horrible shit on here that'll make me look like a fucking idiot, you know?
And they can clip that
and
and
clip
like,
it and
oh, this
make
guy
me look like a
is
terrible person.
Fucking misogynist. This
Yeah,
guy
yeah.
is a racist.
Homophobe,
Like, yeah.
all of them.
Well, they
I am everything.
well, when they dropped the video, like he had an interview with it was a recent one after he got out of jail, and they interviewed him, but they were like, in order for you to interview me, we got to record it.
Oh, that BBC thing?
Yeah, the BBC. And
I've only seen
Who
clips
got
of
it?
all
Who
this
has
shit.
to record
Andrew
it?
Tate. So Andrew Tate was like, my team's gonna record it too, because the last video they did, they clipped it into so many small segments that it looked like Andrew Tate was a bad person. So on this one, when they released it, Andrew Tate released the full, no edits, no cuts. You can actually see how honest and real he was. He's like, no, I'm tired of this. Like, and then the Vice one too, they dropped his recording on there, where again it was like all the edits they did, you start to see like, holy shit, they edited the fuck out of these videos to make them look nervous, to make them like, and then you see them back to back, the videos they posted and the actual video, so edited to make it look like he's so bad. And he's just like, now he just posts everything live, and that way people can see the real version of him and stop cutting things up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy that they would allow him to do that. I guess they really wanted to record him that bad.
Yeah, because either
they get clicks.
They know that it doesn't matter because either way, they're still gonna put out their version of it, and the people that hate him are just gonna be like, all right, whatever. I'm just gonna listen to this version. I'm not gonna watch the unedited version because the unedited version, it's not on YouTube.
No, it's Rumble.
It's on Rumble, and most people already have a bad idea about Rumble, so they're not gonna like. They know that it doesn't matter.
I'm not.
It is a wildfire on
Rumble.
I'm not gonna lie. The comment section be wild, bro.
Yeah.
Those ones have no chill.
The global zeitgeist is already like, this dude's a bad guy. You shouldn't listen to him.
Yeah, and then when you do, like, because I was always very like, damn, like, am I gonna be treated different because I do like him? Which I am. I've lost a lot of relationships because I did.
Yeah,
yeah, I've lost relationships because I like Andrew Tate, like legitimately. Like I don't talk to my brother because of that. Like we don't talk whatsoever.
Damn.
And me and my sister are always like, but it doesn't make sense. Like even my sister's like,
which brother?
Roland.
Really?
Yeah, we don't talk at all. Like we don't say anything.
Like just here recently
because of that?
Since because Andrew Tate and because of Trump. Because I started saying how I like Trump and I like Andrew Tate, and and then I stopped talking with him and he kept bringing it up, and then we just got into it one time. And
see, if you stop talking about it and you can just exist without like, it's just too.
That's
easy.
why. Yeah, I don't get why we can't just like what we like, and then like if we go to a restaurant together, I order the pork chop, you order the steak.
Oh hell,
like
no, dude.
Then if I'm like, what, you don't like pork chops? What, you don't like that?
You're
like
eating
what
pork.
the hell?
You're eating pig.
Yeah,
You're
like what do you go?
disgusting, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
They
Why can't we
they
just
eat
both
literal shit.
like what we want to like?
You realize they're marinated in shit, right?
Whatever.
It's
Really,
delicious.
I love
It's
bacon.
I love pork chops.
no, but yeah,
But like everybody has like their own
A little too chewy for
preference
my
of
taste
what
bud.
they like, and like why do you have to hate the other things?
It's
Like,
because
why can't
everybody's,
you just
everybody's
like
too
what you
attached to
like?
their ideals.
well, and not only that, but like they're so attached to the idea of like, oh, well, if this person likes this person, this is exactly what they are. Like I got into it, and I was because of that. But I was like, name me one thing I've done bad for liking Trump and Andrew Tate. Like I took my wife from working. I took my kids out of school. Like I've picked up another job. Like I've working out more. I've eating healthier with my kids. Like I've switched my kids a lot of the stuff that they've eaten because of Trump and Andrew Tate. And it was actually listening, being like, man, these men were
Trump
actually
is
trying
fit as fuck.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm saying like the way things are in school and stuff was from Trump. Like just actually opened my eyes on like the system and the way the indoctrination that it was having with kids. And I was just like, holy shit! Like when you do your own research, you actually start to see again like the goods they're doing and the bads, like and the bad things. And I think both sides have good and bad. Democrats are the devil. I think Republicans are good and bad. They're there to benefit themselves, 100%, but they put a system there that you can benefit off of if you take advantage of it. 100%. They're like, yes, we're taking advantage of it, but we made the system where y'all can take advantage of it too. Y'all just got to figure out how to. So I like that. But it's just ridiculous how they don't see, like, I'm like, I don't do things that people would think liking Trump or Andrew Tate would be.
Well, I was
don't
about
do
to
any
say,
of
at
those
least
things.
you're not one of those people that are constantly shoved. Because I didn't even know you were like a Trump supporter.
I don't like talking to people
but
about
for
it.
me, like I don't
'Cause that's
I
what
don't give a
politics should
shit.
be,
It
like,
doesn't.
keep
I
it
don't
to
even know
yourself.
what that means.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like if you're like, oh, I like Biden. Okay, cool. I don't follow enough of that shit to know what that even means.
Yeah.
I only care about what affects me, and that's it, and my family. But other than that, I don't care if his plan is better than this guy's plan, because either way, they're going to do it for 4 years, and somebody else is going to do it.
And it's not
So
like
I don't
we
follow
like
any of that shit.
yeah, because we don't really have like a say? Like, what
Yeah,
are we
like
gonna...
to me personally, it's just like, well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Everything's already kind of predetermined. Like, I
Yeah.
don't care. Like, either way, it's just like if you get a new boss at work, you can hate them all you want, but you're still going to have to do whatever their rules are.
True that.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's why I don't follow it. I don't put any time into it. I don't like, oh, well, you should think this, you should think that. Like me, like any line of separation between two people is like, I don't know. There's a reason why they're trying to keep that there. That's why I don't get into religion.
Yeah.
I don't get into politics because it's like, well, why do they have like all these lines of separation? Like, why can't we just all exist and
do whatever
not
we
give a shit
want?
about
Yeah.
all of that? Like, why does one thing right, one thing's wrong? Why can't they just exist?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I don't get into all that.
No, I agree. I tried to stay away from religion and everything. I tried to talk to anybody about it, but I mean, at the end of the day, like, I was same way as Lyrical, where I didn't give a fuck about who was gonna be president because I'm like, it don't mean nothing to me. Like, it doesn't make a damn difference, right? Like, for real, like, I'm like, my vote has never made a difference. Like, Obama didn't do shit for us. Bush didn't do nothing. Like, I'm like, what the fuck?
None of them do anything for anybody.
But when Trump got in office, everybody was like, even me, I was like pissed off. I was like, what the fuck? Like, we got a fucking racist, whatever in here, right? And then he was the first president that everything he was saying was starting to come true, whether you liked it or not. I was like, damn, this motherfucker, like, okay, like, he's actually doing shit, like dropping gas, getting employment up higher. Like, I was like, I didn't think these things were possible because, like, you would hear about these things, but nothing really happened. Like, it's just like, well, that's just life. But Trump was actually, like, trying to get the U.S. back into U.S. Like, he was trying to say, fuck this, like, we want to make the U.S. stronger. We want to make sure that we are the strongest nation. We want to make sure that we don't get fucked over by Russia and China. And they're like, oh, Trump and Russia, they're all working together. I said, no. Russia don't like us.
Well, yeah,
Trump's
what
trying to
is
make
that?
sure we're good with everybody.
Well, Trump did meet with Russia and
Correct.
China,
And
but the thing is that like that creates kind of like an image of like, oh, well, obviously he's cahooting with them.
Correct. But and that's what happened. Every single thing so far, I thought Trump was doing wrong. Everything I was saying, I was like, oh, he's doing all these things wrong, right? And then while he's in office, I'm like, look, whoever wins, like, if we're on a basketball team and we're trying to figure out who's team leader and we're all fighting for it and Lyrical becomes team leader, he's team leader. I don't give a fuck about your feelings, my feelings. He's the fucking team leader. I don't care if I was going to do a better job or you thought you were going to do a better job or you thought you were going to do a better job. My goal, your goal is to make sure that we follow what he tells us, that we can make this team better, that we can all benefit off of this, right? So why is it when Trump became president, Nancy Pelosi and all the Democrat Party, the whole thing they were doing was trying to make sure that to put Trump in jail and to get him off of office. You did nothing for the people those 4 years while Trump was in office. You didn't try to help any of us out. You're the Democrat Party. Y'all, the only thing y'all were trying to focus on was getting Trump out of office. Literally wasting our tax dollars trying to get Trump out of office instead of saying, fuck it, let's try to work together and let's benefit the people. But the moment Biden comes in office and he's done all this corrupt shit, nothing is done.
Yeah, but don't you think it's the same thing when Obama got into office? All the Republicans were trying to do was just take him out. They constantly were saying that he wasn't.
It happens no matter
Correct,
what.
correct.
Like,
That's-
no matter what,
yeah.
like,
Correct.
somebody's going to be mad. Others are going to be happy. Nobody
Like-
really knows why.
I'm saying that to what you were saying was like, why don't we all just work together no matter who the person in office
And the
is?
reason why I thought the same thing. So as me growing up, I'm always like, well, there's always going to be the parties hating each other no matter what. The Democrats win, Republicans are going to be mad. Republicans win, Democrats are going to be mad.
Yeah.
Like, that's the way it is, right? But you have to figure out, well, why do the Democrats get so mad when Republicans win? Why do Republicans get so mad when Democrats win, right? Well, look at where our nation is at today when Democrats win. I mean, legitimately, look at our schools. Look at everything that the Democrats are okay with filling into our schools with all the LGBT stuff and all the sex things going on, and they're okay letting men become women and saying like, oh, y'all can be in the same bathroom, y'all can go in the same jail. Yeah, y'all don't hear. These are things the Democrats did not want, that they did want happening, right? Oh, well, if Lyrical says he's a woman and he's going to go to jail, we're going to put him in the women's jail. But yet none of us here know how high the rape and pregnancy is in a women's jail because there's so many men going in there.
Okay, I've never seen any statistic that like shows what the numbers are.
Because they're not going to show, because it's not going to make, it's not going to make you, I'll look it up here in a second. I want to go through the.
I think, well, for that, like, it's the guards that are like.
I mean, it happens all the time. Like, regardless, it's going to happen. For sure.
There's rape everywhere.
For sure. But like, if there's a way for us to prevent something, and a step, meaning like, let's be real, men and women should not be in the same facility, especially if they're going to jail. Men should be men, women should be in the women. Like that's 100% true, right? Yet why are we having this slippery slope? Because again, 3 years ago, I was with you. There wasn't one thing somebody could tell me where I wasn't defending every single thing, bro. Every single thing. But when you're a parent and all these things happen in school, all these things where they're making fun of my son for saying, "Why aren't you gay? What's your pronoun? Why aren't your nails painted?" And my son's confused. My son's coming up to me and being like, "Well, maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do that." I'm like, "What?" My daughter's coming to me saying, "All these little girls are twerking, making TikToks," and she's like, "What is this, Dad? What is this?" All of these things going on in school. So when people come up to me and tell me none of these things are happening, none of these things are true, I'm like, I'm there when it's all happening. What are you talking about? That's why I follow my brother. Me and my brother fucking like, "You're lying. None of this shit is happening." I go, "What? You're gonna sit here and tell me?" Like, I've gone to school plenty of times and fought. I've fought with these teachers about it. I've gotten into it about what are y'all teaching and stuff.
Is that a thing of like the teachers legitimately teaching the children like to do all that stuff?
No.
Or is it the children?
It's the children.
Yeah.
It's the children. This isn't the teacher stuff.
So is it the children? So then the problem isn't the school. It's the children in the school, which means that it's the problem of the parents that
it's
are showing
the problem
thing,
of,
which means that your values are not rooted in that.
Correct.
Other people's values are rooted in something differently, which obviously it's bad for their kids to be on TikTok 24/7 on their phone before they're like in middle school or before they're teenagers or whatever. But is that like the fault of the
So my thing is, I don't see this as in like, so I used to see things as like, well, what's the issue going on right now? Right? And I saw the same thing as you did. So one of the biggest issues was always like, well, I was always somebody who supported the LGBT community. I'm big. I hated people talking down against them.
Not the rest.
Hated it. No, not the rest of it. Well, this was before
Stop it, B.
This was before they included everything else, right? And I remember I got into an argument with somebody who was like, "This is a slippery slope, Jesus. This is a slippery fucking slope. Like, if the LGBT is now accepting, I forgot what it was at the time, and I was just like, bro, you're like, they just want rights. Like, no, they want to be included. They were trying to tell me things that were gonna happen down the line that I was just like, that doesn't make any sense. He's like, pedophilia will be associated with LGBT. They will include it in there because feelings are being attached to Jesus. Feelings and emotions are being attached, and they will normalize it to feel like it's okay. He goes, it's a slippery fucking slope. This was 2015, 2016. I was just like, you're fucking retarded. You're stupid. Like, I don't believe like that. That's crazy to think, right? Now where we're at today, where like, I don't know if anybody of you guys seen it, but like they're normalizing pedophilia in America big time. Republican, Democrats, liberals, don't matter who you are, it's being normalized. MAPS.
Minor
attracted person.
Yeah.
And they're being called MAPS now. Now people are getting offended if you call them pedophiles. No, it's MAP. Don't offend them. Now they're getting, being sensitized.
See, that's crazy.
The reason why.
That's a stretch.
Well, hold on.
There.
Listen,
the reason why.
I don't believe that anybody in the actual like LGBTQ community, I don't think any of them are like legitimately saying like, oh yeah, of course,
listen
let these
to me.
people.
They're not added into our
Tell me like at what rally that you've ever been at for like an LGBTQ community where somebody comes up and says like, oh, like show me where this exists.
I'm with you.
I just haven't seen it.
I'm asking you. Like, show me where this exists other than on the internet. Other than on Rumble.
Correct. I'm 100. No. And this isn't just the Rumble. I'm 100% with you. You're not gonna go to a LGBT and they're gonna be like, oh, we accept gays. None of them are going to. I know gay people. I know gay people who go, we don't accept pedophilia. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I know almost every gay person I know is like, that's crazy. I would never accept pedophilia. But almost every gay person I know has told me.
But some of them are pedophiles.
Yes, but the LGBT movement that was supposed to be empowering and prideful about just being equal and empowering the gay people is being hijacked. And it is a slippery slope where Now all of a sudden they're like, well, we want to accept these. And the gay people are like, no. We never wanted to accept this. So it's not that they're the ones doing it. It's that it's becoming normalized and becoming accepted. And it's becoming like, well, the gay people want this. No, they don't. It's the same thing as, well, Latinos want Latinx. No, we don't. Who is saying this? It's the same way where it becomes a slippery slope. So when it comes to the kids, yes, all the kids are getting this from TikTok. But it's becoming a slippery slope where in the future, within the next few years, because it's moving fast, it will be sexualizing kids will be normal. Teachers, it would be normal for them to see kids and sexualize them because 15-year-olds it's becoming normal for 15-year-olds, 14-year-olds to do things that 21, 30-year-olds are doing. Now it's becoming normal. So it's a slippery slope that goes into school. That was
also when we were in high school, though.
Correct. Very minor.
I was sucking dick at like 14.
But a very minor, because I told my son too, I go, well, that happened when I was in school, bro. Like a lot of the things that you're telling me happened in school, right?
I went to school with girls that already had kids.
Correct. Same.
Yeah,
So
same. School. And
now it's
For
almost like it's more...
But it's
like
normal
spotlight. Now they put the spotlight on it. And
it's
back
just
then
normal.
it was just the way that it was.
I don't know if it's just because of the internet that everything is just being like zoomed in so much.
Yeah.
That if it is a real problem, or if it's just somebody that's on the internet constantly and that's all that they're seeing.
But whenever whatever your algorithm is, like me,
your algorithm, that's
one
what
thing
it
that I
is.
tell everybody, like y'all probably don't pay attention to like the gun community and shit like that. That's something that I follow. So then I'm always constantly thinking somebody's about to shoot this place up because my algorithm shows me all of these shooters and all this like self-defense shit like that. But that's only because that's what I'm looking at.
And I was really big into it too, and that was a thing of like, oh shit, I need to carry this thing around with me like all the time.
Yeah, like constantly because and then everybody else is like, well, like why? Like when have you been in a situation? It's like, well, yeah, I mean, I guess like the way that I grew up, we were around certain shit that I know we shouldn't have been around, but yeah, it's just really whatever you focus on, it's going to show you that multiplied. So you're constantly under or looking through a magnifying glass.
Yeah. Well,
so everything seems bigger than it actually is. So with you
taking your kids out of school, is it a thing of just because you don't want them to get exposed or trying to get indoctrinated into certain things that you don't believe in?
A lot, yeah, for sure.
Do you feel like that's taking away from their opportunity to experience the world?
Fuck no.
No, hold on.
Not at all.
To experience the world and see the other side and then make a decision for themselves to be like, oh, no, this is wrong.
Nope.
Because they need to be able to make that decision.
Correct.
If they just follow like what you're doing, what's going to happen when they get into high school and they start questioning you?
Or they just won't go to high school.
Or they won't go to high school.
They're going to be homeschooled. I think that it's crazy.
But don't you think that okay, I understand that it's crazy because they're indoctrinating people into the belief system that you don't understand. But don't you think it's important for them to learn to point out the bullshit for themselves other than you just telling them what the bullshit is?
And that's what they're doing. I don't point out any. So first of all, let's just get it clear. I don't actually go to my kids and go like, these are the conspiracies that are real, blah, blah. I don't do any of that whatsoever.
I would take them out because of like the educational system is actually like really bad
The
right
educational
now.
system is one of the
Just
worst.
education.
Yeah.
So I don't have kids.
This is one of the reasons why we took the kids. I was one for that. One of the biggest reason that started making us go like.
So how do you determine whether the educational system is good or bad?
What they're teaching them.
What are they teaching them?
What I'm now where I'm
the fact that there's not enough teachers right now to teach them. The fact that we're losing.
Because they don't want to pay no.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like whoever's up higher.
Correct.
It's just like.
Does your wife
like
have
a fast food
Do you believe that
restaurant.
your wife has the qualifications to teach your children?
But that's the
better?
thing. It's like I feel like everybody sees school as like you guys need to learn all of these things. When in reality, like again, I'm not trying to jump into anything in the back because I can go on forever, and then I'm not trying to fight or argue because my beliefs with my kids are what we're doing.
Yeah,
and
of course you're gonna do what you're gonna do. I just want to know as somebody that doesn't have any children and probably will in the future. I just want to know what the thought process is.
So for me, the thought process at the beginning was my kids coming home tired every fucking day, and not only tired but with homework, and not only a little bit of homework. So much homework. That was like my first thought, but my mind was like, well, that's just school. I'm like, that's just how it was. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, that's you got to do it. You got to do what you guys got to do. So that was the one thing. The second thing was the things that they liked. They were doing it very minorly. They weren't doing it as much. And the older my son got, the more drained he was. the more he didn't want to do a lot of things, the more uninspired he was to do stuff.
That's how I am right now with my oldest. He's 11, and I'm like, let's do this, and he's like, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to.
That's how my son was, and I was just like, well, we can do it. And I was like, I wasn't this tired when I was in school. Like I did, like but I had a lot of friends, and it was very different when I was in school because
they have a lot more on their mind though than we did.
Correct,
because we weren't paying attention to what you're doing, what you're doing, what he's doing.
We weren't able to
our
friend group,
our circle.
That's all you knew. There was nothing outside of the hood.
They've got something on their phone that gives them access to not just everybody in their school, everybody in every other school in the fucking
and
district.
that makes you feel like shit about yourself because, like, dang, look where they're at. Dang, look how they live. I don't live like that. Then you're constantly like beating yourself up in your head. Like they have a lot more shit. That's why, like, I do like take that into consideration whenever everybody's like, "Oh, the kids are weaker nowadays," and it's like, well, we weren't exposed to all that shit. Like we didn't have that. If we were, then we would be just like that. Like, we are only able to say that in hindsight, but
that's just the thing of like every generation before is just going to say that they were weaker. It started in
for sure.
Your music sucks, your fashion sucks.
We're weaker than the 80s. 80s weaker than the 70s.
It really started like probably in World War One. Like you fought through World War One, and then you have kids, and you're like, you don't understand the struggle that I had to go through. And then World War Two happens. Then they have kids, and it just all goes through war. And then eventually we stop having enormous wars that affect the world in like a huge way. So now you have like in the 80s, there was a lot of kids that felt like disenfranchised. Like Kurt Cobain, he came up and created Nirvana. And then everybody was shitting on them. Everybody that was older was shitting on them because they were like, why are you so sad? You didn't have to go through Vietnam. My father fought in Korea, this, and that. So it's kind of like, it's like you're taking away the value of somebody's upbringing, where it's like you shouldn't be sad because you didn't go through what I went through.
But they don't look at who's raising them and making them that way. Like, just because we didn't go through Vietnam, but we're raised by somebody who fucked us up because they got fucked up in Vietnam.
Yeah, how's that fair? Like, it's the same thing. Everyone goes through different types of hardship. Because I think my kids have it easier, but they're gonna think their kids have it easier than the way they have. Everything's gonna be very different.
If you hear the way that they talk to each other, they all like try to compete. Like, my parents are strict, or this, and it's like, what? Like, you don't know shit.
Do you have kids?
Yeah.
Damn, I'm the only one without kids. Good.
It's tough. It's a tough world out there, man.
10 and 4.
Damn.
It's going through all the stages right now.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, I see all of that, and it's just like, well, I'm just gonna let them experience it.
How old am I?
Your oldest?
I have an 18-year-old too, and my youngest is 2. So then I have a middle schooler, and I have 2 like kids. Yeah, and I feel that like I'm right there with you. We're experiencing everything.
Everything right
One
now.
of them is going into adulthood. One of them is going into teenagehood. And then the toddlers are becoming, kids, and it's
still having fun, and it's like.
See, let me just tell you, because I want to get back to the question real quick about like why my kids at school. I want my kids to come out being homeschooled and to come out being creative and to be leaders. That's my thing. Because when I was in school, all I was taught to do was just to follow everything, follow the rules, not question anything. Because I question a lot. Even to this day, I question everything. Like everything that was. Well, this is what's right. I start to question. I'm like, well, why was that right? And when I was younger, I was questioning everything, and it was always like, well, the teacher's right. The teachers are right. You always got to listen to authority no matter what. We're just being indoctrinated to consistently be listening to authority. I go to work, and I'm like, I want to say something. It doesn't matter how wrong they are. You can't say anything. You learn to make sure to listen, go in at this time. You're so tired, you're so drained that you don't have any energy to do anything else, right? And I saw that as well as I'm like, all the things that I learned in school, I don't do any of that. Like, I don't give a fuck for any of that stuff. But now that I'm out of school, there's things that I learn that are schoolish. Like I love history, I love science, but none of those things were ever taught to me in a way that this is why you should learn it, right? So
it was just because that was like the curriculum or whatever, and you had to pass the test.
I look at school like that's just to build up discipline. That's just to get you prepared for what you're about to get into.
Correct.
So it's like, all right, you got to get used to being able to sit your ass still and just pay attention. Whether or not they're teaching you anything useful, like just get used to listening.
I don't like that mentality. Me personally, I don't like that mentality because I've gone that my whole life, and then I've gone being like, well, shit, I just follow orders, follow the rules, just do what I have to do, and then that's just the way my life is. Where,
but it's
I want my
because
kids
of that
to,
you were able to see the bigger picture.
But
That's how I felt. Like if like music class, you have to learn all of the basics. You have to learn the classical. Okay, now that you're out of that shit, fuck all of that. Use what you just learned. Now make your own music.
Yeah, it's the same way. Like if you're playing basketball, they drill in the fundamentals so that you can fall back onto that, like in the game. You know. But one thing, shit. What were you saying that I was gonna?
But school shouldn't be that long. I agree.
No,
No,
But like, I agree with everything you're saying. But for a 2 to 4 hour fucking day, not a fucking 8 hour day.
So, that's what I was gonna ask you. What now that your kids are homeschooled, what's their day like?
Yeah.
So they have school for 4 hours in the day. So they wake up, and my wife has them clean up every single thing. So they clean up their rooms, they clean up, they do their bed, every single thing, and then they have. She did like a month or two of like going through all these things that she had to do in order to get ready and teach them. So they actually
you have to get certified.
No, you don't have to be certified.
No.
So you just have to let them know, and that's it. And you let them know that and you're fucking
And
good.
some because I was doing research on it too, because I was like when the shootings were like almost every week, especially after Uvalde. I was like actually like looking at it and really considering it. So like you don't have to be certified. You do have to like prove their attendance, and you have to prove that they have a Texas or U.S. approved curriculum.
Yeah. So
But
they do
other
all
than that,
yeah,
So
they,
if it's a Texas or U.S. curriculum, then that just means that they're just extending the hours at school.
pretty much because they do everything.
no, there's a public school curriculum, and then there's a private school, and then there's a homeschool curriculum that you could purchase. So like if you wanted to purchase theirs, you could.
We pay monthly for the thing, so it's like a monthly thing where my wife they have to be on the computer. They're actually learning, but the thing about it, they're only learning for a certain amount of time. So they have school about 4 hours a day, and then my son has classes with my brother teaching them film and music and stuff. So with my daughter, so like we're actually adding more to the things that they want to do, and we're adding
putting
that
the creative side to it.
Correct, and we're pushing it to be strong and being like you have to be dedicated to these things. And like my son's editing the podcast, and he hates it. But I'm like, I don't care. You have to do these things. And so on Tuesdays after he has school, after he cleans, he's there editing all day until he's done. And then we're still up there, and I'm showing him how to do things. And these are things that he likes doing.
You let it edit the podcast and you say crazy shit?
Yeah, he edits the full podcast, And then I go in there and go back.
How old is he?
He's 14. Or
So
13. He's about to be
What
14.
the
just like a random
Are you also
question,
just finding
like,
out that a 14-year-old's doing all the work?
No. I know
He thought
about
I pushed the button and it was edited.
But like, okay, let's say that y'all weren't like fortunate enough to where your wife can stay home. If she had to work, then what would y'all be doing about this?
Did go to school. That's the honest truth. I mean,
Well, it's more of like
It's a privilege.
You're
It
privileged
definitely
enough
is a
to be
privilege.
able
For
to.
sure.
But
So-
that goes back to what you were saying, how you were like, okay, this is how I want my life to be, so I'm
Exactly.
gonna get a second job.
Exactly.
I'm gonna make it happen.
And that's where I go back. So we live in a society.
Educate is God.
Yeah, we live in a society now where the man should be able to work a full-time job and be able to support the full family. When
See,
I
that's
would,
the thing is that's probably not the option.
no,
It just-
exactly. No, I'm saying we live in a society where it should be that way.
Oh,
but
yeah,
it's
it should.
not.
Yeah.
It's not that way, and it won't be that way ever or for a long time.
until you make it your own thing. Like once our podcast pop off and we're making like $100,000 a month.
Yeah, then your
just
wife
like,
gonna be like,
fuck
I'm a stay-at-home wife. I don't give a
Of
fuck.
course you're gonna stay at home.
Exactly. And so the way I see it is like I was fortunate enough to be able to, but because I took the steps, I'm like, I gotta get a second job. But I think that in the 90s, maybe even early 2000s, like my mom was a single mom. Like my dad really wasn't in the picture. Like he did his own thing, whatever, he was there. But my mom took care of all of us. One house, just my mom. We went on vacation. She made sure we had food on the table. She bought us toys. She bought us Christmas stuff. Like it wasn't like spoiled stuff, but it was enough where I'm like, damn, my mom was doing this by herself. As I got older, my mom was always telling me like, if I can do this by myself, you and your wife can do this together. Like y'all have 2 checks. I don't fucking get it. And then you grow up and you go, oh, mom, your house is $700 a month.
Yeah.
Your electricity is $50 a month. Like you got your car at $150 a month.
Yeah.
Like my house is $22 a month. Like what the fuck? Like we're not the same. Like holy shit. Like and so
We're really not the same.
So back then it was that whole. If we still lived the way it was in the 90s, where we're able to do that, like there's no way that Lyrical couldn't go be like, I can do this. Go to work some overtime, and we're good. My wife can stay home, homeschool the kids, like, but we can't. So yes, it is a privilege, and it sucks that like I have to work 2 jobs to do this. Like,
So you're still working 2 jobs.
I'm still working. I'm almost 3 jobs because I have to do some on the side. But I want my life this way. I want my kids.
What
out
are the
of
jobs
school.
that you have? Do you freelance videos and stuff?
So I do editing. I work at a warehouse. Social media managing and editing.
Okay.
For a company, and then
Webcam girls.
day trading here and there. But that shit's the worst. But yeah.
Okay. Because so shit. What the fuck were you saying? Damn it! I hate my brain. With that, like being a privilege, that doesn't even seem like a privilege just because of the fact that you're working so hard. It's just because I'm working my ass off.
I want a better life for my kids.
Are you able to, giving them that better life, are you able to spend as much time as you want with them? Obviously not as much as you want, but enough to where like you're a presence in their life?
Yes. So, yeah, not as much. Like, obviously, you can't obviously
like,
as much, but like
yeah,
enough.
Because like my girlfriend's dad, he works in tile, and he's had his own business ever since, shit, I don't know how long. But he was the only one that worked. His wife didn't work. His wife works now a little bit, but just because she's helping with the business. They added like a new business venture. But he wasn't in their lives at all. Like, at all. He was just working constantly, like all the time. Like even my girlfriend will say, like, yeah, I grew up with my mom. My dad was in the picture. He paid for everything, but we don't have that relationship the way me and my mom have it.
Yeah.
So it's a thing of like, do you feel like that's what I wouldn't want to do if I had kids, is like not like just work my ass off.
Yeah, I'm like obsessed with my kids. I want as much time. Like,
absolutely.
If I'm gonna be away from my kids, I need to have that conversation in my head. Like, you better be worth my time. So that's why I don't just go out. I don't go party. I don't do any of that shit because that's taking away from them.
This right now ain't worth it.
We're regretting it.
But
right
like
now.
stuff like this, like it's like, okay, like I'm gonna do that. Because I feel like it's worth my time. But I'm not gonna, like, if y'all were like, hey, we're gonna go out afterwards and go get drunk. Like, no, that's not worth my time. That's not worth me being away from my kids.
And that's one thing you learn as you get older. Your time is your biggest commodity.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
That's why, like, going back to like the Chris Rock thing, like I see like a lot of people, like, because I'm like that. I'm stingy with my time.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not gonna just give everybody the time of day. I'm not going to be rude to anybody. I'm not going to be shitty to anybody. I make sure that I'm always nice. I'm polite. I'm respectful to everybody that I come in contact with. But I'm not going to just because somebody wants to start a conversation with me on the street, like, I'm not going to, like, well, it really doesn't benefit me to take time out of my day to talk to this person.
Yeah,
so
that's
why I kind of get it, like, because you got to be stingy with your time. So that's just how I am. But I want to spend as much time as I can with my kids.
Yeah, there isn't really much extra time. Like I love making films, you know, but like I'll put that to the side because I put my kids first. So like almost all my extra time like is with my kids. So even though I work a lot, like I still feel like I spend a lot of time with my kids. Like Sundays I'm with my kids all the time. Saturdays I'm with my family all the time. When I get off work, besides Monday when we do the podcast, and then Tuesday that we edit, and even Tuesday I'm editing with my son. Whenever I come home, like he finished and I'm editing with him, I'm spending the rest of the week with them. Like so, I'm always with them, like consistently.
And they're home and they're with their mom, and they're not like, because my kids, I live in Mesquite, but I want to keep them in this school district, and we are able to because we did the transfer or whatever, right? So, but my kids have to wake up at 6. For them to get to school at like 7:15 because we drive far, and like if we don't leave the house by like 6:10, we're in traffic and we're late. Already.
In my thought process, like I've never heard anybody say that school's too long. I've never even known that was like a thing. Like to me, it's like you can sit your ass in school for 8 hours. Like that's going to teach you discipline. Then you're going to be ready to sit your ass at work for 8 hours.
But that's what they want.
You can well, that's what
you're proving it right. You're exactly doing what the system wants you to do. Which is, but also, if you're okay with that, that's fine.
But those
that's what I'm saying. Like I'm trying to prepare them. Like this is just my opinion. Like I don't.
If I don't get my Amazon package in 2 days, like they told me, I'm pissed.
Like like I don't disagree with how you want to raise yours, but the way that I raise mine is like, okay, this is the reality that we're living in. You're going to have to work. You're going to have to,
at least for some period of your life, you're going to have to work.
Because if you want to extend your education, then you're going to go to college. You can't be picky. You can't pick and choose what you want to do. Get used to just sucking it up and dealing with what you got to deal with.
If you're going to go to college, I mean, if you're extending education, that's kind of true.
See, the reverse of that, of you saying, like, you can't pick and choose what you want to do, I feel like as long as you and your wife have a good base of, like, okay, my kids can kind of go fuck off and figure things out with like a purpose, you know, like if like at 18 he's like, I don't want to go to school, but I want to pursue music.
Yeah, and I'm going to be 100. That's my job to make sure that you're able to do that. So that's why me and my wife work. So because my oldest daughter, she was hardcore band all through high school. That shit was expensive, but that's what she wanted to do. Exactly. So it's our job to make sure that that's possible.
Yeah,
but
so that
you
can
will sit your ass in
them.
school to do what you need to do. You're going to rehearsal. You're going to practice. So she's there for 12, 14 hours a day, having to go in at 6 o'clock in the morning because you need that discipline. You need to be able to do that and put in the work. Just like I have to if I want a bigger paycheck. Or if I want to learn something else, I have to put in more hours. I have to put in more time. But I do that to make sure that they have the ability to do whatever the hell they want to do.
Like fundamentals in basketball.
Yeah.
Make sure that you can do it at a certain point when the thing that you're pursuing possibly gets
like
taken
the
away.
thing that I do for them is not like take them out of school, but I can make sure that they don't go to the same damn school I went to.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing. Like now they don't have to worry about that shit. Now where they go to school, the nerds are like the popular kids. The band kids are the popular kids. Like where I went, that's the exact opposite. You didn't get in band. You didn't make good grades because that's not cool. Like that was stupid. And then now they can go to school and talk about anime and not give a fuck. They can go to band and be good. So it was my job to work to get into a place to where they're able to go to school somewhere way better than I went to.
Correct.
They're not going to grow up in the same neighborhood I went through. They're not going to grow up thinking that gang shit is cool, street fights is cool. You know, like they're not going to worry about that type of shit. They're going to be able to be better than I was, so their kids are better than them, and keep on going from there.
Yeah, I agree. I think kids do need discipline. I think my kids are gonna get discipline regardless. My kid.
Well, you wake them up early. You make them clean the
they
house.
make sure
They
that
have
they're
a
on
schedule.
It.
They have a
set
structure,
schedule.
yeah.
They're not done with school until like they wake up for school and get ready to be at school at like I think it's 9:30. My wife has it 9:30 or 10, and then they're done at 1 o'clock. But my son's still gonna. We're gonna put him into MMA classes. He did soccer. Like they're very disciplined. And for me, it's about being creative. So I don't believe in the whole like, well, you're gonna go to school because you need to learn to be disciplined, sit down and learn so you can get to work. To me, I'm just like
there's other ways to do it.
Correct.
Yeah.
And there's some kids that need to learn how to sit down because they're honestly all they're gonna do is just work. Like that's the truth. But there's a lot more.
And I
kids.
wish I did it. I wish, but I didn't have that discipline to sit down and listen to somebody. And I could have been in a way better position. And now that I'm older, I look back and like, fuck, I wish I would have stayed in school. Like I wish I would have. Stayed after school to actually pay attention to my grades and
but see, you're a
give
little
a shit
older, so
about
like
that.
the only option was just to be in school because the internet wasn't around. You can make money off the internet. You can develop a life.
And
off
that's
the
why.
internet.
Well, and that's why we push my son, like, because he wants to do the YouTube thing. It's like, okay, cool, like, do that. But what else are you going to bring that nobody else is bringing?
But
learn music, and then you can be like, you can do this, you can do this. Like we push
even
them.
just learning Pro Tools, like everybody uses Pro Tools.
Yeah, like I'm not saying like don't focus anything but school. I'm just saying like this is what it takes. I have to sit at work for 8 hours. I can't say like, hey, the work day is kind of long.
Yeah.
Like, can I just go home? You know, like
you can pay me the same.
there's certain things that you have to deal with so you can.
Especially
like,
if
do
you
what you
don't
wanna
have
do.
like the home life where it's because some kids are at school 8 hours and they love those 8 hours.
Yeah.
And they go home and it's a hell.
Well, yeah, that's because they need to. They can't be at home. Like I agree. I don't think it's for everybody.
Honestly,
Yeah,
like
I think every
just if
circumstance
you-
is
Yeah,
different.
everybody's
Yeah.
family is different. I think everybody should do whatever fits your family.
I would probably save money by keeping my kids at home and not.
Yeah,
Because there's no way I'm putting them in. I would rather homeschool than put them in a school in Mesquite. Cause sorry, but it's just not as good as over
Mesquite
here.
and I see my kids more creative now. Like my kid would talk about all the creative stuff he wanted to do, and he would never do it, and we were always pushing him to do it, and he just was never
because
doing
he was
it.
just so. How long have they been out of?
Literally, this is his first year, so he's only been out since May, whenever it was out. But
How did they take it when you told them?
he was kind of a little like, he was like, oh, I'm gonna miss my friends, but my son was like, he didn't really care, and my daughter too. My my daughter complained about school a lot, like learning everything. Like my daughter was in a class with like 40 kids. Like there's not that many teachers.
Yeah.
My daughter was always like, we have a new teacher. Like no one's listening. Like my daughter
There's
is
right now at my kid's school, there's all new faces.
Yeah, same.
I don't
And
recognize
principal
most
was
of
getting
them.
switched. Yes, when we were leaving, principal was like, "This is my last year." And we were like, "You've been here 3 years," and she, I can't do it. And I'm like,
Damn,
they
that's
can't.
crazy. I remember
Yeah.
That's
we
what
had
happened with us, with my kids.
But we
They got a new
they've
principal?
had two different. This year they have another principal. The year before, the second semester, they had a new principal, and then the semester before that, it was the principal that was there for like 3 years.
It's too much.
That happened to me in high school too. I had my freshman and sophomore year. I think we had the same principal, and then junior, senior year, two.
But see,
different
that
principals.
usually happens with like a shift. Back in the day, it would be like a principal that was there for like 10 years.
Yeah,
And then they
Miss
shift to the next
Miss
for 10
Barnhart
years.
at
Miss
White,
Barnhart?
Miss Barnhart. All
Oh,
of our
yeah,
older
yeah.
cousins had them.
And the
Yeah.
teachers too, where teachers were like, "Oh, I'm 35 years here." Now it's like, "Oh, 3 months here,
Mm-hmm.
5 years.
because
Now
they
I'm
go
gone."
for better opportunities because they're paying the
They're
same rates
paying
that they
them
were in the
shit.
fucking 90s.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck is a teacher still making $35,000?
That's why I would take
Crazy.
it.
How am I making more than a fucking teacher?
It's
I count tires all
crazy.
day.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
And for what their responsibility is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To mold the youth of the nation.
And especially like now, the high schoolers and middle schoolers, oh fuck, they need way more
See,
than 35 a year.
I love the middle school because the middle school that I sent my son to is the same middle school that we went to, but it turned into an academy. So I don't know that like it's just way better now, like the grades and everything. And I walked in the other day to pick him up, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And like they're active on social media. The kids run the school social media, and it's
That's
just
what you want. You want kids to be creative, active, and
Yes,
running
yes,
around and
yes.
creating their own thoughts. But like when you have them in a
Yes.
school that's just like, listen to this, only that. It's like kids are the future.
Yeah.
They don't. Some of them are going to be workers. Some of them are great listeners to work, but some of them need to be leaders.
But I will say this: I learned so much about humans in general from middle school and seeing how other kids reacted to the same pressures that I was reacting
See, and
to.
I think that's important. I
That's
think that,
very important.
that like being in a community, like
That made me
it's
street
good
smart.
to be like I want like my son to be creative, but I also want him to be around people so he can throw these ideas out and hear
Yeah.
this feedback, be around his peers,
Yeah.
and maybe he'll find like-minded
Yeah.
people, and then they can really.
But then he can also find
Excel.
people that are like,
Yeah.
oh, you're going to be a fucking, like, you're just going to work at McDonald's for the rest
Or
of your
like you're toxic or you're gonna be a
Yeah.
problem. These are
Yeah,
your
you-
red
you
flags.
find so
But
many
that's the
different-
thing,
In
like
10
that's why I try to
years.
put him in a better, start in a better position than I was in, because then my influences were a lot different
Yeah.
than what his will
Yeah.
be. And the schools that he's going to, they offer all that, like coding and all this shit like that.
That's
So
good.
it's like,
Yeah.
dude, learn all this shit.
Yeah, for
Let
real.
them, like, because he's in
You're
a
getting
music
this-
class.
yeah, you're getting
so
this
he's
education for free.
learning guitar. So
See-
it's like, learn all of this shit. We didn't
That-
have these
yeah.
opportunities.
Yeah.
If there was any school around my area that would offer stuff like that, and there's one school. So even though my kids are homeschooled, we were trying to put them into like this public private school,
Like a
Harmony
charter
something.
school?
Like, yeah, it was like yeah. But there's like a huge ass list, and then they got in there, and then one of the kids got in there. I think it was my nephew. And he immediately started getting bullied already. We were like, Jesus Christ. And he's in like pre-K type of
Oh,
shit. Like
no.
kindergarten. Like,
Oh, hell
I
no.
was like, what the fuck, bro? Already. Like,
Yeah.
holy
kids
shit.
got to get bullied a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. No, and I'm with it. But the fact of like how high it is now. Because my son has an archive of folder. Because I would tell him like, bro, there was always fights at school. And I'm like, thinking about it, and I'm like, legitimately, how many fights at school were there? And I'm like, legitimately, maybe once a month, twice a month, for sure there was fights. Like, that's not denying. Like, there was always fights, right? My kid, 4 times a week, maybe.
Where are you sending them?
And he's recording like this, his reaction to the fights, and they're all, you just hear, fighting in the back, and he's just like this, recording his reaction. He's just like, every day. There's one where he's in lunch recording, you just see food being tossed right there, and he's just like,
Ducking his
yeah,
normal.
he's like, it's
But
crazy.
that's what's crazy. That's what's different now is because these kids pull out their phone and record.
Mm-hmm.
Because
They're
back
doing
then
that
you
shit for
used to
clout.
be able to get in a fight. You used to be able to get your ass whooped. But now everybody sees it.
Yeah.
It was just like a room
Yeah.
full of people, and then those are the only people that saw it and know what happened. But now everybody in the school, everybody in the next school, everybody in
Yeah.
another city sees it.
Yeah.
So then it's like
we
that's
see it.
why
I've seen
kids are
kids
like
fights on fucking
way
apps.
worse because it's like, damn man, now
My son
everybody
pulled up an
sees
Instagram
it.
page of his school fights, with something. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
That's
like
awesome.
nothing
He's like,
happens
yeah.
in secret, or nothing's like nobody has privacy.
Yeah, because I remember in middle school and high school, there was a fight. It was rare, but you were the talk of the day, the week, the month, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, so-and-so got in a fight. What happened? Blah, blah. There was different
Yeah.
stories. Now, there's videos, so you ain't going to tell nobody you didn't get your ass whipped. Like,
Yeah.
we're going to see if you got your
Yeah, the
ass
thing is,
whipped.
people would lie like, "Yeah, I got my
beat
ass.
her
Whipped. I got my
ass."
licks in."
But
though.
look,
I got my
sometimes,
licks in."
though, you feel like the fight went differently. And then you watch the video, you go, dude, I swear I thought I had that fool, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I legitimately thought I had him, man. Like, ain't gonna lie.
But that's what
That's
would
crazy.
be
That's
like
funny,
cool
though.
if you get to like see it and like, oh shit, that's what happened. But then if it's like somebody from that you don't know from another school is like, oh, look at this guy getting his ass whooped. Look at this
Ah, shit,
bitch.
that's
Look at
me.
this.
Yeah.
Fucking, like,
Ah, shit,
then
that's
it's
me.
like, damn, like fuck, like
yeah, we
that sucks. So kids have
Yeah.
all that. That's why
Yeah,
the
they
suicide
have that
rate is
pressure
so
of
bad
big time.
because it's way worse shit happening to them.
Have any of y'all's kids like known anybody in their schools that had committed suicide?
I think
no.
one
No.
did in my daughter's high school, I want to say. But I don't know if she actually knew them or not because it's a
Yeah.
huge school.
Man,
But
Just new.
and I don't even know if I knew anybody that ever did in high. You don't
did.
really pay attention
Yeah, I had a
to
lot
that
of friends
type
that
of
died.
shit.
in high school.
In high school.
they
I had-
committed suicide.
I had two friends. I had a really close homegirl, really, really close, and she hung herself.
Oh shit.
I had another friend. She hung herself as well. Two of them. One of my friends, he was drunk driving. He got hit by a car, and then his best friend was like depressed, I guess, and
After
he,
it?
he died a few
Oh
months
my
after.
God.
Damn.
Because high school, that's like the end of the line. Like
Yeah.
you don't think of the world outside of it. Nothing else
lot of people
exists
don't.
out
Yeah.
there. Like
And a lot of
when
people
high
that-
school, that's all
yeah.
you focus on. Is like, okay, this is what's important. This is all that matters. At least that's how it was for me.
Same.
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah.
I
thinking
agree.
about college. You're not thinking about like
Nothing.
any of it. Like for me, like I didn't even know. Like all I knew was Riverside, the hood that I was in. I knew Diamond Hill. I knew Northside. Those are people that we don't like. I don't know why, but if you see them, then
That's
you,
the rules.
you start some shit. Then there's, this hood, this hood, this hood. Anything outside of that, Hewlin, I didn't know what the fuck that was.
Yeah.
Burleson, that's where I live now. I didn't know what the fuck that was. That might as well be
Yeah.
another state. Like, you don't think about anything outside of your little hood, and that's what's important. Now, looking back, it was like, dude, that was fucking stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, all of the stupid shit that we did, all of the stuff that we would get into, I don't want my kid to be around any of that shit.
Yeah.
That's
You
why I
want
don't
them-
drill in,
Yeah.
oh, dude, you got to be fucking tough. Like, man, come on. Like, you can't even fight. Like, don't even fucking worry about it. You can't put that on a fucking resume. I can't sit there whenever I'm in an interview like, oh, well, I never back down from nobody. Oh, well, you're going to get a promotion.
Yeah.
Like,
Hell yeah.
it doesn't
Just what we
benefit
needed.
you. It doesn't fucking
Yeah, I
matter.
agree.
None of that shit matters.
Street credit don't roll over
it
to
ain't.
real
That's
credit.
as far
You can't
as
buy
it
a house
goes.
with street credit.
Nah, not at all, bro.
No.
not at
fuck
all.
no.
No.
That's true.
Yeah. Damn, I did not think we were gonna get into this conversation.
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
I thought
I
we
felt
were
like
gonna
we were
talk
about to be
farts and
done,
dicks.
and then like a whole other episode just sparked up. Like
Part two
yeah,
started.
part two.
Yeah, we're almost at 2.5 right now.
Holy shit!
Damn, guys,
Yeah.
y'all talk a lot.
I know.
Fucking chismosas.
Disculpa, man.
Well, it was great having you guys. We really appreciate y'all coming on, talking
Yeah.
about all this crazy shit.
It's great.
And it's
Yeah.
great.
That's awesome.
I really enjoyed this because I got to get a perspective of like what it is to be a child, and I think I'm gonna go get a vasectomy.
You think
Hey, I'll send you
so?
some articles for real because I don't want
For
you
a
to feel like
vasectomy?
I'm lying. Yeah. The vasectomy, yeah. No, I got
know
a
a
pamphlet
good
for that.
guy, yeah.
I got
I
a
know.
pamphlet for
Yeah.
that in the car.
Wait, are you guys bisectomized?
No. I need to be, but no.
No. Okay.
Actually, I probably won't, but like
You
but
should.
My wife's she's good, so she can't
Yeah,
have the
my
kids.
wife
Oh.
on the last one.
Yeah, same. She's like, no more.
I did too.
Damien?
Yeah, I was
You said-
done.
But you have 5, right? Damien?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were like, I'm good
I'm
after
over
this.
it.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
5, 3, and
Pulled
3.
the plug a little late.
3
and
and 3.
You still can.
5, 3, 3.
I
and
know,
0.
right?
I feel like 3 is a good number.
It's
Yeah.
a lot.
I
So
have
5,
3.
I know that's a lot.
3 is good. Well, like I had them spaced out. Like the first 3, I had them, and then my third one turned 5, and then I had the 4th, and then the 5th followed right after.
So kind of little.
yeah.
separate.
There's a gap,
Yeah.
and then the last 2 are 2,
Together.
2 and
Yeah,
3. Yeah.
I kind of
So-
like that, like having that gap because,
Yeah.
like, my son can learn things from our oldest that he
Yeah.
wouldn't have learned if they were around the
Yeah.
same age. So
That's
now
true.
she's able to expose him to music and
Yeah.
showing
That's
him
the coolest
because she
part.
knows
Yeah.
like all this shit. Like, she can look at a page of music and play it.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
she knows
shit,
all
that's
that
cool.
shit, and it's because she went through what she went through.
Yeah.
I think that's exciting as a parent is to know like your kid. Well, your kids, your youngest kid will go to their oldest brother or sister's room to listen to their music and
Yeah.
movies
Yeah.
or whatever, and catch on and gravitate to the things that they like that they were taught from their dad or mom, and it
Yeah.
just goes
It's
into that.
awesome,
That's
honestly.
why I try to
We're
cram
essentially-
everything. Like,
We're essentially raising our best friends
No,
because
for real.
they're gonna be the people that are around
For
us
real.
like once we're older.
Do you ever like look at your kids' rooms and stuff, and you kind of go like, "Damn, this is what I would have been like."
Yeah,
This is exactly
yeah.
like-
but it's an opportunity to like give them what you wish you had.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
for sure.
like the exposure. So like I watch all these like old movies that I grew
Yeah.
up with
Yeah.
them, and
It's
we'll
kind of
watch
like you
that
get
new
to
shit.
experience things twice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
When,
you get to look at their reaction
Yeah.
and like,
Well,
oh, this
And then
part's coming up.
then they get to be the cool kids that show all their friends.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, you
if
didn't
they're-
know about this? Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
Like,
or
come
they'll
on,
like
guys.
come to you and like, oh, have you heard of this group? And I was like, what? Like, what the fuck do you
I'm
know
about
about?
to-
Like,
yeah.
okay, if you like that, like,
Yeah.
look at
Like,
Yeah.
oh
this.
shit, you listen to the Jodeci?
I'll put my son on Lincoln Park, and he fell in love.
Yeah.
But I was like, I knew, like, I was like, at first I was like, let me say if he loves him, and then he fell in love with him, and I was like, oh, he's. I said, hey man, after he fell in love, I was like, I just want you to know, you're never gonna be able to see them in concert. He's like, wow. I was like,
Oh my god.
Chester's dead, and he was like,
Chester's gone.
what, Dad? He was like,
Have you
That's
taken
fucked
Have you taken him
up.
to a concert yet? The oldest?
No, we were gonna take him to go see Gorillaz, and then he didn't get the chance to go see Gorillaz. But we got to see him. But no, he got to see Imagine Dragons when he was like 7, so or
Okay.
8. He doesn't remember it too much. He
My
says,
oldest
but
likes Imagine Dragons.
Imagine Dragons. Yeah, he loves them. But now he's like, So we're gonna take him to go see. This is an important podcast live. But as far as like a concert, like he hasn't gone
What
to
is
one yet.
that?
Always
Workaholics.
Workaholics?
The Workaholics.
Oh, yeah?
That's
I
them.
thought it was the Always Sunny.
No. The Workaholics podcast.
It's
They're
Always
coming
Sunny
live.
one called.
I think it's just the name, right?
It's always
No.
No.
Or is it something
Because
can't remember when
else?
it's
they
called.
don't own it. I think because the Workaholics, they don't own it. I don't remember what it's called.
Anyway,
Oh well.
Sunny Days.
Oh, is there any guys promote your stuff, please?
Check us out on check me out on Spectre Studios, SPEKTRE Studios, to check out my new movie called The Shimmer. It's a short film, and then check out 6 on Amazon Prime, Plex, Tubi. You can stream it all over there. And then Lyrical.
I was
Your
going to
music?
plug the podcast.
Oh, okay.
TFTI podcast,
Yeah,
right?
TFTI podcast. Check us out. Subscribe. You want to hear music, movie, and conspiracy talk?
Yeah, and my music page is Unorthodox MC. MC is spelled out EMCEE. And then we're on TikTok, Instagram,
YouTube,
YouTube,
Facebook, Twitter. Yeah, follow
all
us.
of that.
Follow us all
Follow
on there.
them, guys.
Yeah.
We were
Yeah.
on theirs. Go and watch
Yes.
our episode.
Go watch that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go check it out.
Check it out. And I respect everyone's decision. I just want everybody to know after all this. I love everybody here, and I don't hate anybody. Whoever you
He
guys
hates
love,
everybody.
love whatever you guys want to do.
I don't respect any of y'all decisions. You're all retarded.
Bye.
Our word.
Later.